Welcome in, boys. We're live. It's Live Line Sunday afternoon. NFL Week 11 action with the boys, Anthony, Maxwell, Smart, and Tyler. Action has already begun. We got a ton of scores live already. Buffalo up 3-0 on Miami. The Falcons up 3-0 on Carolina. The Detroit Lions, 7.5-point dog, up 7-0 on Dallas. Broncos get on the board early, 3-0 against the Vikings. The Saints up 3-0 on Tampa Bay. And my New York Jets up 7-0 on the Skins. Welcome in. It's the last week of NASCAR betting. So we got one more race to hit before they shut it down for the winter. I'm excited. Made money every day this week. So let's get it going. What's up, boys?
What's up?
There's this shitload of action, and I am already fucking stressed, freaking out, about to punch something, but I'm goddamn glad to be on the show with you guys and the fabulous guys in the chat.
What's going on, T?
I'm pretty tired, but I'm ready to make some money. What do you guys want today?
What props do you got
What
going?
aren't I on is the question.
Props. I only got one going right now. I got Dalvin Cook over 20.5 rushing attempts. That's the only prop I got going right now. We'll bet the rest live.
Yes, sir. Welcome in, boys. Doug, Shaft, Tito, Gerardo, Cobra Sports, EJV, Ronnie Lofton, Andrew, Viper, Kenny Peacock, and the rest. Welcome in. Okay. Did you bet any games straight? Anybody?
I have one game. I bet a teaser on the Jets and the Jags, taking them both to plus 8.5. And then I'm just gonna look at these games right now. I'm watching 4 of them on my screen now, and then I got my TV on, which has a couple more. And I'm gonna look for some live spots. The Jets are already up 6-0 on the Redskins, so that plus 8.5 is looking good. And I'm looking at the Jags. They got the ball. They're driving, so hopefully they can get a nice little touchdown on this drive and get me a cushion on the other half of that teaser.
I have action. I'm on the Dolphins plus 7. I took the Vikings first half and full game, and I'm on Carolina minus the 3.5. I think that's it. That's the only action I have going so far early. I'm excited to watch this Houston game. No score, 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Wow. I thought Donnie and I were talking about it. I thought we were going to see points, but no score there yet.
The line closed at 51.5 on that game.
Yeah.
If you want to grab a over, I wonder if we get another couple minutes of no scoring, I wonder what you can get a live over on. Let me look that up here.
Max, I know that you are on like 150 college games. So I don't know if you want to give anything out to people.
Listen.
Pre-game.
I'll just let people know what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm on UC Davis. I put out a live over 136.5 play. It's 52-50 game. I'm on UC Davis -2. I'm on Montana State minus. What did I get them at? I got them -6. They're up by 8 right now with 5 minutes left. I'm on Jacksonville State plus 16. They are down by 21. And that's about it for the. Oh no, and I'm on.
Jags touchdown.
I'm on Wisconsin full game. So I'm ready to go. Let's get it fucking going. I want some money. I'm hungry. Feed me.
I like it.
Oh, and this is also coming off. I had a really good day yesterday in college football. A lot of my plays that I was on, we talked about on the Friday night show. So, I mean, Rutgers, getting all those points with Rutgers. I mean, was there any doubt that I was going to get that plus 52.5 cover once Rutgers got a touchdown?
Sorry. I'm also on 3 other plays. Merrimack first half, Jacksonville full game, and full game under.
Donnie and I both like the Jaguars today. They get out 7-0.
Yep.
Early. Yeah.
That's looking good because you probably already knew because you know my teaser strategy. When you saw Jaguars plus 2.5, you already knew that I threw them in there with the Jets, I imagine.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, that teaser strategy is like printing money. I don't know why more people just don't do it.
I like Julian Edelman over his catches and yards today against that god awful Philadelphia defensive secondary. I don't know how we're not all on that today.
Well, you just now brought it up, and that's a 3:00 game. So, do you have those props?
Yeah, I do. Let me see what I got.
Because that actually sounds like a good look.
Which game was that?
Edelman yards props and receiving props against the secondary of the Eagles.
He is 71.5 receiving yards, which I think is light. Receptions at 6.5, and the over is plus money. Yeah, he might have 4 catches on the first drive.
Yeah, but 6.5 is still a high number.
I know, but if you look at what he's done, though, Ant, I'm sure that he's had 7 catches or more in the majority of these games.
Yeah, I mean he hovers between 5 and 8 catches a game. That probably
Exactly.
why be
Yeah,
at 6.5. But
it's all these 8-yard slants that it's just wide open. I mean, that's why he gets so many looks. His targets are ridiculous.
well, how many target? I don't necessarily care how many receptions he's averaging in the game. How many targets is he getting in the game?
Let me see.
Yeah, because that's the real number, you know. I mean, if he's getting 11 to 12 targets per game, then yeah, I want to take that over 6.5. The Vikings got a punt again. This Broncos defense looks like they came to play in this first quarter, but it's still early. Viper BN wants to know about Cowboys minus 2.5 live. Let me see where they at now.
I mean, just this year, right? Just the last month, he's had 15, 12, 11, and 11.
15, 12, 11, and 11.
Yeah. He's had 9, 7, 8, and 10 receptions the last month.
All right, I'm going to take. What's the juice on that 6.5? I'm going to look it up and see what I'm
Plus
getting.
110.
Oh, I mean, well then, I don't think I need to argue with you on that one.
Right? Yeah, I like that a lot. And he's gone over the yardage the last 5 weeks, 110, 113, 78, and 89. He had 147-yard game 3 weeks ago, but he's gone over 4 of the last 5 weeks in yardage.
I actually got to lay minus 120 on that over prop.
Oh, wow. Well, probably everybody does, and I'm just lucky.
Yeah, you got FanDuel and DraftKings. They always have more favorable numbers on these props than almost any other book.
So, yeah, I'll be looking. I'm going to bet those two for sure. Buffalo's up 6-0 right now on Miami. Welcome in, boys, in the chat.
A lot of people in the chat are wondering about this Cowboys minus 2.5 right now. If that's a good look, or is it still too early to try and be betting this game live?
I mean, that definitely. I think they win the game. So I mean, 2.5 is a lot more reasonable. I would say they win the game by a field goal. I mean, number 1 offense in football. Is Jeff Driscoll going to really beat them? I mean, and they're coming in off that Vikings loss. You would think that they played some inspired football today, Dallas.
Yeah, they just moved across the 50, and the lines moved to like 3.5 on my book.
Do we think Dalvin Cook gets in the end zone today?
Do we think Dalvin Cook? Oh yeah, I
Hey,
do.
Does Tyler sound low to anybody else? Tyler, am I the only one? Tyler's volume sounds really low to me.
T, you got your mic on?
Yeah. Can you hear it?
Yeah, he sounds okay to me.
Okay.
Joe says he can't hear Tyler either.
Yeah, Tyler's volume seems like it's turned way down.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, everybody says you sound low, bro.
Here, I'm gonna jump out and then jump back in then.
Yeah, make sure your settings are all good. Everybody in the chat, what are your favorite plays? Hit me with it.
I had a hard time pregame with this card. That's why I only bet that one teaser. But I know you. I mean, I just think getting 4 with the Eagles at home. I think that seems a little crazy. I mean, talent-wise, I think the Eagles are a pretty good team, and Doug Peterson's beat the pass before. They're at
Their
home.
top 2 targets, though, on offense, Alshon Jeffrey's out, and somebody else is out too. Jordan Matthews, I think.
So, yeah, I haven't bet that game, but that to me, that getting 4 points seems tempting. And then I was also looking at the I didn't bet it either, but I thought it was kind of silly that the Vikings were laying 10 against the Broncos. I mean, I don't think the Broncos. I don't think the Broncos are a good team, so I'm not coming out here trying to defend the Broncos. But I just thought, laying double when you're laying double digits in the NFL, you have to be a top team versus a bottom team. And I don't see the Broncos as being like a real bottom tier team. They're, maybe like number 22, number 23 in the league, but they're still better than
I
8, 9 teams.
think I have them around there, somewhere around there, like number 22.
Yeah. So the idea of them being like a 10-point dog, I mean, that seemed a little heavy to me. But with Flacco out, them having like an unknown at quarterback, I stayed off of that. But if they were plus 10 with Flacco in, I would take the Broncos in that spot.
I thought Tampa was a good dog today. I thought the Panthers were a good dog today. Dallas was a good dog today. Miami. A lot of dogs, I thought, today. Detroit, I mean, not Dallas.
And Denver's got first and goal, too. Just turning it over. Gosh dang it. Why did I grab the Broncos at plus 10? They're first and goal.
That sucks. I thought Minnesota was a good look today, too. Thank God I didn't slam them on the money line, man.
Dude, it would have been like minus 500 on the money line if it's a 10-point favorite.
I know.
That seems way too risky to me to be betting.
Oh, shit.
Laying $5 on a money line in the NFL, unless you're talking about like the Patriots versus the Bengals, and it's like, of course you lay the $5. But I mean, Vikings Broncos doesn't seem like a situation where I want to lay $5 on a money line.
Yeah, and VCU is just setting the whole fucking roster out there, and they're all putting in work against Jacksonville State. These guys are getting bent over like fucking they're in prison, and they're going to be fucking new meat. Holy cannoli.
We got a third and goal here.
Meat.
My goodness, this is terrible.
How about that, man?
They're getting dominated.
New meat.
They're shooting 68% in the second half. There's no letdown effect from the freaking LSU win for VCU. They are balanced and deep like a fucking black hole. Wow.
People are asking about college basketball plays. You got anything for me?
Oh, I got lots of plays, guys. I got lots of plays. Lots of plays. Let's look at.
He might as well just start touchdown Broncos, man.
Okay,
Touchdown
so
Broncos.
first off, I'm not touching the New Mexico State game until I watch and see how they're playing live. Otherwise, I'll be jumping on Arizona because I think they're going to smack them in the mouth. UCF, Illinois State, I am on the over. I got, what did I get? I cannot find it at the moment. I have to use my eyes and my brain. Over 133. And then I took UCF +3, and I took Illinois State on the first half. But that was for half a unit on the first half play. I'm on North Dakota State. I like Coppin State in the first half and full game. I've already said
Give
this.
me a play to throw in the bottom on the banner.
Florida, UConn, over 136.
All right.
Ooh, wow. Big sack for the Lions on 3rd and goal. So the Cowboys are going to have to kick a field goal here. That's pretty huge if we wanted to grab the Cowboys money line here, or if we want to grab the Cowboys on the points here, because they got that touchdown. They would have moved back up to like -7.
Merrimack is now opened up a 10-point lead. They're going to win this first half, I think. But I think that what we've seen from Merrimack, they're definitely susceptible to adjustments at halftime and giving up leads. So I'm still feeling good about Jacksonville. But even if I lose the Jacksonville game, I'll still make $10 because I got Merrimack +120 on the money line first half. And obviously I got Jacksonville -110. So
Colts tied it up.
The under is what I'm really worried about. I want no points to get scored. I don't have to worry about 3-point shooting from either of these teams. That's a good thing. And this Wisconsin-Marquette game, if you're watching a basketball game, this is the game to watch. It's a great game right now. Marquette has a lot of firepower. I think it's just a matter of time before they light off. And it's just going to be about Wisconsin and their front court, specifically Nate Roovers, being tough enough to go up against Morrow and Jace Johnson and company for Marquette. They're muscling and punching him around, pushing him around. He's turned the ball over a couple times, traveled once. So definitely probably the premier basketball game to be watching if you're not watching NBA.
Yeah, he would take a cat's head over 136.5 because he told me to. I bet it right before we came on.
Yeah, I saw that the line moved down. UConn doesn't play defense. I don't think they're going to play defense in this game. If Florida's ever going to discover their shooting, it's going to be against UConn because let's be frank. Gator fans are fucking whack. No offense to any of you in the chat, but you're fucking whack. Okay? You guys are still talking about 1999 in the East Regional Finals. Big whoop-de-doo. We fucking won a title in 2011. All right? Like, we don't give a shit. Okay, we're UConn proud. We're UConn strong. And today, we're going to fuck those Gators up. We're going to be eating Gator steaks at fucking 7 p.m. Eastern.
Are you a big UConn fan?
Tyler, let me hear.
I bleed UConn when it comes to basketball. Not football.
Can you hear him better, Ant?
Yeah, I can hear you now, Tyler.
Okay.
What was wrong? What did you change?
I don't know. I literally just went back in and came back.
Yeah, I can hear you now. That's a lot better. So, do you have any? You didn't bet anything pregame, did you?
I took the Panthers first half -3, Tampa Bay and New Orleans first half under 25.5, and I took 2 teasers. I took the Vikings and the 49ers and the Texans in a 7-point teaser, and I took the Bills and the Cowboys in a 6.5-point teaser.
Okay.
Montana State starts me off right. Thank you, Montana State. I like you guys. Half unit on the first half, full unit on the full game. Should have hit the under. Was afraid by the line movement that I got the ass under.
Hey, Jay, Tyler, what do you guys got on your like FanDuel or whatever? What are you guys looking at on live total of this Ravens game?
Say it again.
Go
My
Wisconsin.
dog's barking.
Go Wisconsin. Go. You can do it.
Ho-
You can do it.
I can't hear you, Ant. What do you want me to look at?
I think he's waiting for the dog to stop barking. But what I was saying before, Jay, that Delvin Cook touchdown, they have his rushing touchdowns on FanDuel at over half of a touchdown at plus 142. You figure his anytime touchdown was probably minus money coming into this game.
Yeah, how does he not get in the end zone, man? If he doesn't get in the end zone, I'm fucked.
Sorry, the spouse came home, so that garage door causes the dogs to go crazy because they know, oh, you're home, hooray! So they got to go start barking. I wanted to know what we got now on this live poll in the Ravens-Texans game because we have a scoreless first quarter, and that was a very high total to go in.
39.5.
Wow, I mean, do we think it's going over 39.5? I mean, are they staying scoreless? I mean, could this be one of those games?
They're on their own. Baltimore's on their own 5-yard line to start the second quarter.
Well, I mean, I just got like flashbacks of when Max and I live bet an under in a Panthers game that had 3 points 5 minutes in the second quarter, and then there was like 28 points at halftime because all of a sudden we clicked that live under button and before we knew it, the defense is completely stopped and the game wound up having 50 points in it. So I was wondering if this could be one of those spots.
There, bro.
You remember that, right?
Of course I do. Of course I do, because our good friend of the show, UFC guru, expert, live line, professional, Dave Betts, that's his team.
That is, yeah. We hit that live under, and then all of a sudden, the next 5 drives had touchdowns. So I was just kind of like, maybe this is like one of those spots where, we're getting an extremely discounted total now, and both these offenses can score. I mean, are these defenses really want to keep them scoreless? I mean, could this be 14-14 at halftime?
I can't believe that Minnesota goes on the road and beats the number 1 offense in the league, and they're down 10 at home to the Broncos.
So instead of answering my question, you just want to bitch about the Broncos beating Minnesota. Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea, bro. I'm not betting over 39.5. Not right now. They can't move the ball.
Ooh, 38.5 now. Man. Maybe just wait until halftime and see what the halftime line's going to be.
Falcons up 10-0 on the Panthers. Jesus Christ. Everything
UC
I like.
Davis is in the bonus, boys. Let's go.
They ran back the punt.
Let's get this over. Let's get UC Davis. I need some money.
We got a big play here from the Broncos, too. What did they run? A reverse flea flicker to Cortland Sutton for like 30 yards.
They should have made the Browns play again today. But like, yo, you guys are such idiots. You guys have to play again.
Bro, the Broncos are about to go. Are they doing it again? Oh my God. Back-to-back reverse flea flickers to Cortland Sutton.
Come on.
Yeah, the first one they threw for like 30 yards, and this one they just ran it for 10.
Can anybody explain to me how you ever gauge whether a Wisconsin game is going to go over or under? Because, like, I'm on the over in this game, and it just looks absolutely terrible. Like,
you know what I correctly gauged about Wisconsin yesterday?
That they made you money.
Hell the fuck yeah. They covered that spread against the Huskers.
Well, I'm trying to make money with them also. I just need to know how to do it because I have this over. I don't know if I should start looking to get out of it or hit it under live. Or... Was that offensive?
Whoa, big.
Oh, God.
The Broncos got first down on the 15, dude.
Fuck, I hate fucking people that
They're
like
winning. The Broncos are going to win this fucking
sleep
game.
on benches.
Lindsey with a 7-yard run up the middle for a first down for the Broncos.
Good old Philip Lindsay. Good old Philip Lindsay.
I made money every day this week. Of course, this is going to be the day I shit the bed.
I
Fucking
lost money yesterday when when it all came to be settled up. I was not happy. Didn't lose a lot, but I lost. And I don't like that. I like to be able to fucking lie bet my way out of the hole.
Atlanta's up 10-0. Minus 178 on the money line right now. Buffalo up 6-0. Minus 1200. You can get the Dolphins plus 700 down 6 points.
I think
On the money
Buffalo's
line?
going in though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean Buffalo's on the Miami side of the ball. Or on the field. I don't know because I got the 4 games on my screen with DirecTV, so I don't know how far behind my stream is on the DirecTV stream because I got 2 games on live TV though, so I'm not behind at all on those ones. But my DirecTV is probably about a minute behind.
Oh, touchdown Buffalo.
I'm not trying to
Oh,
bash
okay.
the University of Massachusetts Lowell, but like when you have such pathetic arena like this, with no seats with backs that you obviously use for other sports because those aren't basketball lines. Like, what's wrong with these schools? Get some goddamn money.
Dude, it's University of Massachusetts Lowell. What do you expect?
Go find some rich sugar daddy and get some goddamn money. Fucking embarrassing.
What are they? One of those like 100-seat high school basketball gymnasium?
Yeah.
That all those really tiny colleges playing.
Yeah, it's just like there's no seats, there's no backs. You know, it's like how do you fucking do that?
I'm not used to watching college basketball in that kind of environment. I'm used to watching college basketball in a 18,000-seat arena.
Oh, I was in a 18,000-seat arena watching college basketball yesterday, but there wasn't 18,000 people there. That's for sure.
Oh no, the stadium that I go to, the arena I go to, is usually pretty full.
Yeah, I also go to an arena that's really full. It has actually an NBA championship banner that hangs underneath it.
Oh, the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, the Scotiabank Arena. Yeah, it's a world-class facility. They brew their own beer inside the facility. It's actually fantastic.
Is that true?
I believe. No, I'm not sure. I thought that they did. I thought that they did like 10 or 15 years ago. I don't think that they do so now. I think that they replaced that with like showrooms for cars. But
Max is like that was so ridiculous. I can't even lie to you.
He's like, yeah, I can't even.
Well, if I lie to you, I have to admit it right away. Otherwise,
wow,
I'm a piece of shit.
The Broncos on the money line are minus 155.
And if I'm a piece of shit, it's only because of my degenerate ways of
Jay,
ladies of the night.
Should we take the Broncos money line now before they go in? They're on the 15-yard line.
They got 3rd and 2 from the Minnesota 8. I'm looking at right now.
Yeah,
so no fucking score.
Don't you think minus 155 money line's cheap?
Oh, come on!
I guess. I mean, my read on this game was completely wrong. I got a first half and full game ticket in my pocket for the Broncos. I mean, the Vikings. I mean, if they go up 17-0, minus 155 on the money line.
I'm hitting it now before it changes.
Not bad, yeah. But I mean, Baylor was up 31-3 against Oklahoma, so leads don't
but
that much.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the number. How often am I going to get a team that's up at least 13 points at minus 150 on the money line? The answer is not often, so I just hit it.
I agree. The Jets are rolling.
That's what I need.
Oh, look, another. Oh, they took it off the board. I need some more games I could fucking live bet. Why don't you give me some more? Pricks.
fuck? You want me to put that on the bottom, Ant?
Yeah, I just put it in the chat. They're going for it on 4th and 1 here. And Dallas looks like Dallas is about to go up.
Jay, we didn't hear a word you said.
What do you mean you didn't hear a word I said?
Didn't you just say something?
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Oh, it sounded like you started to say something.
God
Your internet
dang
started
it.
to
Why
cut
didn't
out.
we grab the Cowboys when they're minus 2.5? Now they're up.
Yeah, they can't lose that game. Not against Jeff Driscoll.
Farshad doesn't understand why the Skins are favored in this Jets game. Because both teams are equal shit, and the Skins were home, so they had to make one of them a favorite, I guess.
Yeah, that's about right.
Baltimore's going
that's
in.
the only thing I could come up with to answer that question. Because neither team is exactly.
Did they get that 4th down?
They called timeout.
Oh, here it is. 4th and 1. Motion. Oh my God. Oh, the second effort. I think he got it. Wow. He got what a stop that was, though, initially. I don't know. They got to bring the chains out, I think.
To get to the 5.
Ravens touchdown.
Yeah, they got the first down.
They got it? Oh, I thought
they got first and goal. Nope, first and goal. And that's going to I thought he was going to bust through. He got tackled at the 1. I thought he was about to break it through that hole, but so we're going to second goal from the 1. They're just feeding Lindsey, man. They're just saying, "Hey, Lindsey, take us."
So they're about to be up 17-0. Is that what I'm looking at right now?
Hopefully, since I grabbed that money line live. I mean, I know you're on the Vikings both ways, but I know at some point you're just going to buy out of it. So,
yeah, I don't really take losses.
That's the best way to bet, bro. Like, if you got the money to do it, then you got to do it. That's why I do it.
Yep.
I could turn $1,000 losing day pregame into fucking down like $100. So
they're going to have a third and goal inside the 1.
it's called Cowboy. Oh my God. Are they going to go to overtime? Are they going to go to overtime? Don't be a game-winning shot. Don't be a game-winning shot. Don't be a game-winning shot. Don't be a game-winning shot.
All right. I'm going to go look at this total here in the Ravens game because I think the floodgates might open now that they got that touchdown.
Are you leaving to go do that?
What?
Are you leaving to go look at the total, or are you just going to look at the total?
No, I opened up another tab on my computer. Like, why would I leave?
I want to understand your correct English. I just want to understand.
Oh. I got like 5 different tabs open on this computer. One's the StreamYard, one's the book, one's the YouTube chat, one's the DirecTV Sunday ticket with all the games.
Yeah, you know what's good? When you need fucking 5 points and you're about to lose a bet and the game goes to overtime.
Oh, because you had the over?
I have the live over. It was looking like a dumb motherfucking play, but now it's going to hopefully be a winner. What a jokes this shit is sometimes. My God. You miss a free throw to win the game. Like, UC Davis, I just can't understand. I can't understand you.
Don't you ever feel bad though for underbettors when the game goes to the overtime and you get the over?
I only feel bad for my friends that bet the under. But everyone else can go fuck themselves.
Attaboy.
Like, I don't know if, like, my friend, I have.
What the heck? Oh, is he got in? Touchdown, Broncos.
Oh my
Third
God.
effort got in. They gave it to the fullback.
Man, John needs to work on his fucking free throws. What an idiot. 2 for 5 from the line, and he misses the game-winning fucking free throw.
Watch the second, third, and fourth effort from the Broncos fullback here.
Wisconsin's out to an 8-point lead now. It's back to 5. Kobe McEwen's like, hey, I went to Utah State. No one knew about me, but now you're going to know about me. You're going to know my name. Like that guy.
How sweet is that, Jay? I got a team about to go up 17-0, only minus 155.
Yeah, I felt good about it a couple weeks ago with the Dolphins until I got crushed.
Yeah, but the Broncos aren't the Dolphins.
Carolina's going in.
They have the same record.
I mean, I can't
They're
argue
2-7,
that.
I think.
Should just give that. You should just give that one to
The Broncos got like 3.
Oh no, they're 3-6. My bad. They're a game better.
Yeah, I thought the Dolphins were supposed to go like 0-16.
Is that an interception to the house, bro?
From in what game?
Is that 17 nothing Atlanta? What just happened?
That's like the one game I don't have on is the Atlanta game.
Oh no. They got it. They intercepted it in the end zone. It was about to be 10-7. Wow, Jesus, dude, everything.
That's
It's like I'm on the Titanic today.
Guys, if you're a gambler, I'd be looking at Marquette and the second half money line. I can't get a line on it, but if you can get plus 120 or better, I would take Marquette. I think that Marcus Howard's going to light it up even more than he already has. He has 16 points. I think he's going to end up in the 40s. I think he goes off in the second half. I'm quite scared, quite nervous.
This might be a day where everybody should just epically fade me.
No, Jay.
So you're like 62% on the year, pre-game in the NFL, and you're going to go 0-2 on the afternoon, and you want to like jump off a cliff over it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
That's how I felt when I went 3-7 for my clients yesterday. I wanted to literally stab myself in the
neck. Yeah, like you're 60. You're like you're hitting just over 60% on the year. I mean, don't let a 2-0 start to the sun or an 0-2 start to the Sunday afternoon. Like,
God damn it, Anthony! Just let me sulk.
No, actually, I'm not, because it's not very entertaining to listen to you sulk.
At least he's awake. At least he's awake.
Yeah. Oh, fuck you, Mac.
Oh, Max, I was going to put in our StreamYard chat an over/under on how many times he nods off in the middle of the show, but I thought
I hate all of you. I hate all of you. I do.
What?
I'm going to start doing this show with the fans, with the fucking phone calls, with the people at home.
Okay, that's fine.
You fucking skunk.
Dude, you won't be able to do it with the fans because the phone will be ringing and you'll be like this.
Oh, that's not nice, man. That's just not nice.
I didn't go that far.
I hate all of you.
I mean, not really. No, you don't. You love us.
Wow, Saints are going in to make it 20-0. Thank God I stayed off at Tampa.
Oof, yeah.
Max, do you think Marquette wins that game?
Me personally, I think Wisconsin wins it. But if you're gambling, that's the side to take. If you can get a number that on the second half money line, well, that's an easier bet. You know what I mean? Because they don't have to win the game.
I see minus 141.
Oh, on the second half money line?
Yep.
Yeah, I would like if you want to take that juice, I would go for it because I don't think that Marquette's laying down or fucking bending over in the second half.
Wow, Denver's only minus 185. Up 17.
I can't bet it, so
holy shit.
I can't get on with you.
I'm reading the chat right now.
Think about Minnesota.
Juke says, Ant rubbing salt into Jay's wounds. Actually, not rubbing salt into his wounds. I'm trying to pack his wounds. so they can heal, so he can get to looking at these live lines, so he can find some live bets.
Yeah, I'm looking, man. I'm looking. Jesse said, "Goddamn Muppet." Muppet is like my new favorite word.
Perfect rotation seems to think I said something funny.
At least you don't have to like be funny looking like me. I'm funny.
I don't know.
Funny looking.
I don't think you're that funny looking, Max. You seem like a perfectly average looking feller. I don't know why you have this complex about yourself.
No complex.
I know you're always like, oh, I'm short and ugly. And I'm like, you're not that. I mean, well, you're short, but I don't think you're that ugly. You're a normal looking guy. I mean,
I'm the beholder.
Everybody's getting egged. 20-0, 17-0, 13-0, 10-0.
yeah. Well, I mean, we all know the Dolphins should be getting egged every game. They suck. The couple close games here is the I just have a feeling, though, I'm watching this Cowboys Lions game. I think the Lions got out to a nice little 7-0 lead here, but I think the Cowboys are going to restore some order.
They're about to bury him, right?
I mean, I won't say bury him necessarily, because they're on their own 20. They got 2nd and 9 on like their own 20 whatever yard line, so it's not like they're going in or anything. But I do see them. I just feel like they're probably going to get at least one more score before halftime. Probably take a 17-7 lead into the half and win this game by 14 points at least.
Buffalo's going up 20-0, 2nd and goal.
Miami's shit. Miami's just absolute shit. The Jags just punted though, so that's kind of disappointing to me. I might actually need every one of those 8.5 points I got on that teaser with the Jags. This Texans Ravens game, man. I want to find a way to. Oh, the lines with a good stop here, so the Cowboys got to punt it. But I got to find a way to get on an over in this game. I just don't see how these teams stay this low scoring.
Are the Ravens the best team in the AFC?
Are they? I mean, they're in the conversation.
If they're not the best, they're the second best behind the Pats.
Yeah, I mean, I think the conversation is the Patriots, obviously. Then you got to look at the Ravens, and then I mean, I still think the Chiefs are dangerous. I mean, am I wrong for thinking the Chiefs are like super dangerous come playoff time? If you got that boy all nice and healthy at quarterback.
No, you're not wrong. Just that defense is pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, I don't want to. I agree with you on that. I mean, the defense isn't good. I don't think
they're definitely dangerous. Yeah, I would say they're dangerous.
Yeah, I think everyone talks about their defense like it's the worst in the league, and I'm like, it's like what 20 out of 32 teams. So obviously that's not good, but I mean, come on, it's capable enough to.
I mean, the only team that the Ravens might not be better than is the Patriots, and they just shit all over the Patriots.
Wow,
so.
Big punt return for the
who?
Lions.
Oh.
The Lions, yeah, they got all the way down to it looks like maybe the 30 or they're on the Cowboy side of the field with that punt return. Maybe I spoke too soon about the Cowboys just going away with this. Maybe the Lions are going to hang around. I mean, they forced them to punt, and then they get that.
I thought it was a game that Dallas would probably win and not cover. So that means that the Lions probably hang around all day.
Shaft would like to see a healthy Colts versus a healthy Ravens. I mean, the Colts still look like a pretty good team.
Oh, yeah.
Even with Andrew Luck not retiring, I mean, the Colts.
They're one of the 6 best.
Yeah, how mad do you have to be if you're like a Bears fan that the Colts can have a guy who's had Hall of Fame potential retire on their ass, and they have a backup come in and is a perfectly serviceable at quarterback, and
I know.
the Bears haven't even had a serviceable quarterback in 30 fucking years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, your entire lifespan, Tyler, the Bears have not had a good quarterback.
You're right. I remember when the Bears won the Super Bowl and their quarterback was Rex Grossman.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Bears went to a Super Bowl with Rex fucking Grossman. How? How did that happen? How do we let things like that happen?
Didn't their special teams pretty much get them a touchdown every game that year with Devin Hester?
They had Devin Hester,
Yeah, because he ran the kickback on the opening kickoff in that Super Bowl.
Juke says Jay Cutler had a little potential. Shaft says Kyle Orland was a great QB, and how dare I? I'm assuming Shaft is being sarcastic.
Kyle Orton, he went to Purdue. He was good at Purdue.
I don't know, man. I mean, I think the Bears fans, I'm indifferent about most teams, like fandom wise. I root for the Giants, and I root against the rest of the NFC East. But every other team, I could give or take. I'd like to bet and watch the game. But from an unbiased opinion, I just think the Bears fans deserve more than what they fucking get.
Trivia question for you. I said Kyle Orton went to Purdue. Do you know what college that Rex Grossman went to?
Florida.
Very good, Anthony. Very good.
I mean, that wasn't even hard.
Baltimore's up 14-0.
What college did Ben Roethlisberger go to?
Miami, Ohio.
There we go. That is correct. You know what's crazy is the MAC had some. There was like a stretch there where the MAC had a decent amount of guys going to the NFL, and we did get a touchdown here for the Ravens. So
yeah, man, this team is just rolling. I think the Texans are a really good squad too. If they shit all over them, they could be Super Bowl bound. This Ravens team.
Well, they're going to go to 8-2 if they win this game. That's a pretty good record, according to my math. Man, I'm trying to find some more spots here, but the only one I really was able to find that I liked was that Broncos money line.
Who went to Western Michigan? I don't think so. I think Roethlisberger went to Miami,
of Ohio.
No, what did you call him?
Roethlisberger?
No. We don't forget what he did. He's Roethlisberger. Let's not cover up his crimes here. If the league might ignore what he did, but I'm not going to ignore what he did.
Where did Jay Cutler? I can't remember where he went to school.
Maybe he went to Western Michigan.
Jay Cutler. I mean, if I was that interested, then I could Google it real quick and tell you. Vanderbilt.
Vandy, yeah, good call, Darren. Good call.
That's why he never cared about winning when he was in the NFL. He went to fucking Vanderbilt.
Didn't they say he used to smoke ciggies in the tunnel before the game?
I don't know. I think
everybody, all the boys in the chat were on that. Like, how dare I not know that? God damn, like 11 people just said Vanderbilt. I feel like a piece of shit.
I mean, there's plenty of reasons for you to feel like a piece of shit, Jay, but I doubt that is one of them.
How dare I not know that?
I mean, I'll admit you've had better moments, but I think you're right, Jay. I think the Lions might actually hang in this one. I just didn't trust that line. I saw it opened at 4, and it got moved all the way up to -7 on the Cowboys, and I just didn't want
Which
to chase that
quarterback
team.
went to Delaware? That would be Joe Flacco.
How the hell does a quarterback from Delaware get drafted?
Because I think he transferred out of somewhere else and ended up in Delaware.
Oh yeah.
And that's just where he came. That's just like how he came out.
Yeah, Robert, the Vikings are fucking my day up too, man. Don't feel bad. I'm gonna have to get that money back.
That's what we
Double
got.
overtime in this UC Davis game. Like, come on, man.
When in doubt, Jay, just go by my
Shit.
philosophy of never laying double digits in the NFL.
And where the fuck is this goddamn Arizona game?
Unless
That
it
line
goes in.
closed at 9.5.
Did it really? Wow.
Yeah.
So apparently some people wanted to get some action on the Broncos. I didn't want to take it because, I talked to you, you really, oh, wow, there go the Lions. Is that going to go in? He ran it all the way down to 2.
Nasty Nate said the Vikings should die.
The whole team planes you just wrecked.
I mean, come on. I just don't. I cannot get excited about laying double digits in an NFL game. That's just not something that's in me. I passed though because.
What's the live player prop for Lamar Jackson passing yards?
Fucking fair. Why can't I fucking watch any of this shit?
Touchdown. Driscoll just walked into the end zone.
Fucking
Wow.
Yeah, a fake
Talk
handoff.
about parody.
Yeah, a fake handoff. The entire Cowboys defense bites on the fake handoff, and Driscoll just kind of like walks into the end zone, like, "Oh, how about that? Nobody even looking at me." Whoop! Wow, the Lions. The Lions are going to make a game of this one.
I think depending on what the number is, we might have to get on Lamar Jackson passing yards over or his rushing yards. He's got 39 rushing yards already and 100 passing yards already. Lamar Jackson's total is 190.5. Do we think that he's going to get 95 more passing yards in 3 quarters?
Rushing yards 75.5.
He probably goes over both of those, bro.
What's the juice on the passing yards?
Well, actually, they're at the 2-minute warning, so it would be like a little more than a half.
It went down. It's at 189.5 now.
Jacob Horton has oh my god, guys, and now I'm like in anticipation to know what he's talking about. Jesse is saying the Bucks money line's a little bit juicy right now. Let me take a peek there, see what we got going on there. Plus 520. I don't know, man. Saints are a lot better though.
Aren't they up 20-0?
No, the Bucks got on the board at 20-7. I mean, I'm never going to tell someone don't bet that plus 520, but I might have to lay off that. I just think the Saints are substantially better than the Bucks.
That's accurate. Somebody wants to know if you like Washington State in college basketball today, Max.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think Washington State smacked somebody in the mouth today. I think even at 14 points, it's a big number. I think they still cover it. I love Kyle Smith as a coach for that team. I think they're going to play some defense today, but I think that they do enough to cover that spread. I'm looking at getting them also in the first half. I got at -8. And I got them at -14, so I'm highly invested in Washington State today.
There you go.
So I just wanted the record to show. I even got it written down here. On Sunday, November 17th, at 13:10 Central Standard Time, Jason Paglia agreed with something I had to say about NFL.
Paglia.
So I just want the record to show that.
I fucking hate living in Canada.
Are you on Indiana State today, Max?
No, I'm on Ball State. And yeah, like I think that Tyreek Key gets his, but like Jordan Barnes has been inconsistent for like 18 months. Like
For who?
I'm not sold on their offense. On paper they look better. But Ball State, they can dominate down low with Taj Teague and what's that fucking guy that's really good at driving? Walton. Yeah. He's good for fucking 14 or 15 points. I like them still.
Oh shit! I forgot about NASCAR. E.
And Chef says Ball State got
Right,
Evansville
right in the
slaps them
balls.
balls.
Championship Sunday comes down to Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, and Martin Truex.
I
Wow.
need to grow up.
What's
Ooh, yeah.
smacking them in the mouth? Like, howdy do? What's your name? I'm going to talk to you.
What time is that race start? How much time do I have?
Probably 45 minutes. 3 o'clock start.
Is that
Usually. It's not official. I don't know.
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
all right?
From the many weeks of
You want me to
betting
read you
this
some
year,
odds?
I'm looking at. Give me 10 minutes. I'm looking at it now.
Hold on. Hey, Max, what was this? Kansas beat Monmouth by 55, and the Monmouth player stole the ball and scored on a fast break with 10 seconds left.
Yeah,
That was pretty funny.
it's fucking pathetic. It wasn't funny to me. I thought it was just pathetic.
Was that like?
How is this kid even on the basketball team in the first place?
Well, I want to know. Like, did that bust some live total or something?
Not for me. I didn't bet on that game.
Okay.
I just saw the highlights and I was
Wow, what a catch by Gallup! Holy shit! Is that catch going to? If that catch stands, then that might be the play of the fucking day. Jay, watch this Cowboys, man.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Hang on.
Fuck, I don't even know if that VCU game went under.
Wow. Yeah, that's a catch. That's fucking crazy.
Oh,
The concentration you need. He gets it on the rebound while he's falling down. Isn't that insane?
There's a flag though.
I mean, I hope it's for pass interference because that play was too pretty for it to be called back. You know what I mean?
I think both Donnie and I like the over in this game. They're gonna have 31 points in the
At
second
halftime.
quarter. Yeah.
Yeah, and ooh. All right, Zeke down to the 1.
Arthur said, "Thank you, Jim, for Miami. I appreciate it." I don't know if you mean me. I'm Jay. I liked Miami too, though, Arthur. So.
You know, with all the touchdowns that get overturned this year because guys' knees were down as they were falling into the end zone, how many times do you think back in the 70s and 80s there was touchdowns that stood at the guy was actually down at the 1-yard line? Zeke finally got in there. Was that Zeke Elliott anytime touchdown prop just printing cash, even though you got to lay $2 every game for it?
Well, I mean, I didn't mean to give you a loser. If it makes you feel better, I bet it too.
What, on the Dolphins?
Yeah.
I mean, you still got over a half of football left to play here. I mean, you're getting 7, right? Backdoor that, can't you?
Yeah.
So with that extra point, the Cowboys are officially up by a field goal. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to see some of these halftime lines. I mean, like right now, looks like the Dolphins are in the red zone. And ooh, is that a big turnover for the Jags? No. The Colts recovered it. I know I'm behind though on that stream. Mm-hmm.
They just put out the AP poll for this week in college football.
Hold on. Number 1 is LSU. Number 2 is Ohio State. Number 3 is Clemson.
Dead on.
And then number 4 is Bama?
Georgia.
I'm sorry. How?
They were number 1. They were number 4 last week too, or at least
they just they just held
you cannot punish Bama more for losing a close game to LSU when Georgia lost to fucking South Carolina.
That's a fair point.
Right? I mean, is this the fucking Twilight Zone? Is it because the AP writers have recency bias? They're like, well, that loss that Georgia had was 4 weeks ago. And
2 is done for
Bama
the year, though. That you got to keep that in mind.
You know what? You're right. That is a good point. I honestly,
I can't bet the Howard game live, otherwise I would take them.
But how? Oh, by the way, you did get a touchdown from Miami here, so I mean, you need to quit crying your tears of sorrow over this game when it's an 8-point game with a full half and 3 minutes to play. But I don't know. What was I even saying? I don't know. Oh yeah, the college playoff. How right were you about Utah?
What's going on, Arthur Meade? Nice to see you, bro.
Man,
they're really good, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Utah's really good.
That Pac-12 championship game is going to be awesome.
Yeah, I think that if these teams keep it up, if they go in unbeaten or if they go in each with 1 loss, you think that Pac-12 championship game determines the 4th seed?
I do. I think the winner of that game, if they still have 1 loss,
Deshaun Watson got hurt,
is the 4th spot.
Did he really?
They just rolled when he tackled him. He rolled right on his ankle.
But I think that Loyola Maryland actually gets it done.
I'm watching the
5.5 points at home. Yeah, that's a short number for them.
Yeah, I'm watching the play right now. Yeah, because I think you were dead on when you said when they ranked Utah and Oregon at like number 6 and 7 that they were leaving that door open for them to.
Yep.
Did Miami just recover an onside kick? They did.
Miami's trying to win.
Miami gives no fucks, dude. Miami gives no fucks.
Miami said, we're not tanking for 2 anymore. We're going to try and win.
And I'm going to be honest, I'm probably like 90 seconds behind on this stream, so everybody else already probably saw that. But, I mean, whatever. Yeah, Miami. I'm rooting for you, Jay. I want this Miami play to go through. Yeah, Miami doesn't give a fuck. That came out of nowhere, too. Buffalo's not prepared. They just went bloop.
I love it.
The kicker covers his own onside kick. Robert says Utah good at home, but on the road not so much. And how do you think Bama's going to do now, though? That with Tua out,
I definitely good.
Do you think they can we all though just and I'm just going to say this for the sake of not wanting to hear anybody fucking cry and go oh blah 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 because I really don't want to deal with all the controversy. I think it's annoying to listen to fans of the team. I'm not a fan of any of these teams. So I'm kind of indifferent on who goes in, to be
Shut
honest
up,
with you.
Ant. I'm a fan of one of those teams. You see
Yeah.
that fucking
Can we
flag
all
back
just-
there? We're
can-
gonna fucking get in because we're fucking great. Our backup's gonna step in.
Shut
He's
the
gonna
fuck
fucking
up.
maneuver
Oh my
the
God.
fucking mobile, and we're gonna fucking roll, tide, roll.
Are you done? Okay. I just can we all just agree that for the sake of everyone's sanity, so we don't have to listen to that what we just heard for an entire month, that the Tide just need to go ahead and lose to Auburn, and we can have a one-loss or undefeated SEC champion in the playoffs.
Fucking
can-
way.
We can get Ohio State in,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
can get the Utah Oregon winner in, and then Clemson, right?
Oh my God! And your family ties are really showing itself right now. And you are proving yourself to be a fan, just like me.
What?
Oh my God! I can read between the lines. Auburn.
What Max is trying to say is he doesn't give a fuck about your mom.
Okay,
That's what he's trying.
I'll
That's
tell
what
you
he's
this.
trying to say right now.
I'll tell you this. I did sit beside a woman at the game yesterday that said that getting a degree from Alabama is like going to McDonald's and getting a Happy Meal. But I will say that we will beat Auburn in the Iron Bowl, no matter how dumb the student body actually is.
Oh, they're pretty dumb.
I don't doubt it. I'm just saying we'll still beat Auburn in the Iron Bowl.
I mean, the University of Alabama is basically like
I'll put it
you
like
don't even
this:
have to apply to get like the University of Alabama is essentially like it's as hard to get into the University of Alabama as it is your local community college. You know,
Wow.
The Water Boy.
you could probably
Fantastic
be
movie was also dumb.
You
but
could
he
have
played
a
good football.
you could have had a 1.5 GPA in high school, and you could be 23. You could be like 5 years removed from any schooling, and then you could just go, "Hey, Alabama, can you let me in?" And they'll be like, "Sure." And you're like, "Wait a minute, I didn't even take any pre-testing." They're like, "Well, you were able to write your name."
Like, fuck it. Like,
I don't give a shit about academics. I give a shit about football.
Neither does Alabama.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's the motto, I guess. As long as we win, that's all that matters in my heart.
All right, just so
I
like
just
no one
lost
gets
the
super
UC
offended.
Davis -2.
Just so nobody gets super offended, these are jokes. Okay, we're making jokes here. That's what half the show's about. You know, like it's people think it's about live betting, but in reality, it's just us busting each other's balls and making jokes.
All right, New Mexico State is back in this game, down 15-12, and got a couple games starting up, which is always nice.
How much did you put on that Denver money line bet, Ant?
1.55 to win 1 unit. All right, we got Ravens Texans here at the half. Man, you been watching this game, Jay?
Yeah, the Ravens look good.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at. All right, so I'll just read off this halftime. So the halftime line is a pick 'em, but juice 20 cents to the Ravens, so you're getting even money on the Texans on a pick.
What's the total?
24. So that is 24 even. So you're looking at basically 38 for the full game.
What are the team totals?
10.5 on both sides.
I like it. I think the Ravens go over that.
You think the Ravens though on my book are juiced at -130 on that team total. Team totals always have higher juice. That's why it's kind of harder for me to bet them. But I mean, so they still have a full game total of 38 here. So you're getting a 13.5 point discount off the closing number.
Yeah. I mean,
And then
Houston
you
can't
take
do anything.
If you take Houston, though, at a pick on the second half at even money, you're getting Houston plus 14 on the game at even money when it closed at 4.5. I mean, so you're getting like almost 10 points better the closing number.
Let me see what. Hold on. I want to see what Lamar Jackson. What do you got for his passing yard prop?
They don't give me halftime player props unless it's a primetime game.
All right, I'm looking at 185.5.
I got pregame player props, but not halftime player props on these games.
You don't think he's got 97 right now?
Uh-huh.
You think he finishes with 186? That's basically 89 passing yards in the second half.
I think that's a very gettable number. The only thing that I would caution you on is if they're up 14 and they stay up like this, don't you think they'd want to run the ball out some more?
Yeah. I mean, but like 140-yard pass to DeAndre Hopkins, and like you're guaranteed to get over 89.
I mean, I don't want to talk you off of it. I was just kind of giving you the one reason why I wouldn't bet it, but I think that's actually that's a pretty good number to grab.
Yeah.
Is that a touchdown for the Cowboys? It looks like the Cowboys might have got a touchdown going into halftime here.
He's got 45 rushing yards, and his prop is 80.
That's
you need another
35. Yeah,
35.
That's a pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the over on the passing yards over 185.5. I'm gonna put that at the bottom.
Yeah, if the Texans get a couple touchdowns here, don't we think this total goes over the 38 points or the 24 on the second half?
Well, yeah, you need Houston to contribute.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, do we really think Houston's going to go the whole game without contributing?
Somebody said that Watson's got the bad ankle now. He looked okay.
Yeah. I'm still tempted to grab this over here. I just need somebody to talk me onto it. You don't seem super happy about it. And,
I don't really see an angle, an edge over or under. I think that's exactly where it should be.
Okay. So I'll just line through that then.
The Vikings were going in and just fumbled. And I think did they just score another touchdown, Denver? They got the ball in the red zone. How about that?
Broncos are up 20-0.
And have the ball in the red zone. What a fucking egg this Minnesota team just laid to fuck me up. Man. Dallas up 10. They're going to start to roll.
All right, we got a halftime here. Colts, Jags. Let me run down some of these lines. Colts, Jag. It's another pick-em line on the half. Juiced again towards the Colts. Colts minus 120. Jags are even money on that pick-em price. And the second half total is 20.5. And both team totals are 10.5. Both of them juiced to the under.
Look at all these squares crying. I mean, I don't know what that means, but okay.
So, what do you have? What do you think here on this Jags?
Sounds like a cuck's trying to freaking do some emotional counseling.
I mean, I don't know why you guys have a need to respond to people who are trying to needle you, but okay. Anyways, as I was saying, the Jags-Colts game. So the Jags are even money on a pick'em price. And the total's 20.5. I kind of want to look at this under here. Don't you think this should go under the 20.5? Do you see 3 touchdowns in the second half in the Jags Colts game? I mean, the Jags offense is really blah.
They're a top 14 offense, though. If you could believe that.
I don't believe that. That's why I'm giving you this look like, what the are you serious?
I mean, by the numbers anyway, by the analytic metrics, they're a top 14 offense.
I mean, do those analytic metrics actually watch Jaguars games?
I would assume so.
I mean, okay, who might argue?
But... I mean, but that was with Gardner Minshew played most of the season so far. Today it's Nick Foles, but I mean, I would say right now, Big Dick Nick in his career is better than Minshew. So what are you saying? You're saying you like the under?
Yeah, the second half total's 20.5, and watching the first half, this game is 10-7. I just don't see there being 3 touchdowns scored. I could see this wind up being a 17-14 final, 17-13 final. You can also grab the Jaguars, though, to win the game at plus 170. That's actually kind of tempting. That's a pretty nice number for a team that's probably equal in talent, only down a field goal. You think plus 170 is intriguing?
Yeah, I like them to win the game pregame. So,
the Jags?
Yeah. Or at least to take the 2.5. Donnie did too. I stayed off because Hoyer didn't play and Jacoby Brissett played.
Schaff wants to know if Denver minus 9.5 is safe enough to buy off the Vikings position. I wouldn't do that because you're leaving yourself with a 20-point middle, and that's just it's probably just best to eat. I mean, I don't want to tell you to eat the unit, but you might just have to eat the unit and look elsewhere. Robert likes the Colts and Jags are always a 3-point game, and Fournette will throttle the defense in the second half. He says the defensive line for the Colts wears down in the second half every game. I think just getting that number at plus 170 for the Jaguars to win the game, I think there's value there. So I'm going to throw a half unit on that.
Josh, I expected a better effort out of Houston. So take that for what it's worth.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that value there, Jay. That's a good number on the Jags.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Yep, plus 170 money line. All right. So we got Cowboys game. And what?
Eric goes Vikings, 51 total yards, 1 third down conversion. Ha 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 ha. We suck. Amen. Amen, Eric. We do suck.
I didn't like that Vikings play, I'm going to be honest with you, but
hey, listen, bro, we can't give out 11 winners every fucking show.
I know.
Go ahead, Miami. Go ahead, Miami. That's 14.
23-14, huh? The Jets are shitting all over the Redskins, dude. Jets, Jets. So I know my Jets half of the teaser's definitely safe. I just need my I just need the Jags half of my teaser to come through. So I'm looking here now.
Good position to hit a double on Wisconsin. Jacksonville's going to lose for me, but hopefully the under hits. Illinois State's looking good in the first half. Over's looking okay.
All right.
And Northern Kentucky is balling also. Yo, hey, you got a problem with me fucking talking about my college basketball action?
No, I'm like looking at this Cowboys game, and
Oh.
you started saying your college basketball game just as I was about to ask Jay about a line on this Cowboys game.
Oh, well, it wasn't intentional. I just had to get it in while you were looking at something else.
It might.
No, yeah, go ahead. Repeat that for everybody, and then I'll ask Jay about that.
Illinois State's looking good in the first half. For the first half play, they're looking good for the over. UCF and both of them are getting up and down the floor. Coppin State's trying their best right now. It's going to be a battle against Northern Kentucky. Wisconsin's looking good. Over's looking good. Jacksonville's going to blow it, but the under's going to hit. So, busy action. And Valparaiso just started. Yale and Oklahoma and Idaho and Arkansas State are going to start in 8 minutes.
All right. Do you think the Cowboys get 2 touchdowns in the second half? The team total's 12.5.
Probably, yeah.
The total is 23, with the Cowboys being 12.5. I mean, they got a really good offense.
Yeah, I could definitely see them good for 2 touchdowns. I thought that they would go over their 28 team total today.
I actually think this is. I actually think this is a really good spot. This Cowboys team total.
That would put them at 38 for the game.
36.5, so 37 actually.
No, I'm just saying if they score 2 touchdowns.
Oh yeah. I mean, but the team total 12.5 on the second half. So
yeah, I like that. I like that play. I'll bet it. I'll tail that.
Yeah, that's one I'm going to hit that one right now. Cowboys second half team total over 12.5 at -120, and that would be over 36.5 full game. Basically, that's what that is. We had the Broncos Vikings game. The Vikings are -7.5 on the second half line. The Broncos are -800 on the money line. So I think I think we did okay getting the Broncos -155. The Vikings second half total is 13.5. Their second half team total. Jesus. I'm just going to stay away from the game. I already got my Broncos money line. I'm going to stay off.
I don't even feel good about that. They could easily stay under that.
Well, Falcons are up 20-0. I think the Falcons are showing right now why it was ridiculous that they started out so bad. I mean, the Falcons have way too much talent on their offense for them to be.
I mean, they've only won 2 games back to back. It's not like great.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like they had way too much talent on their offense for them to be 0-7.
I gotta go walk Oliver. I'll be back.
I mean, don't you think that was just ridiculous that they were 0-7? They were not an 0-7 talent team.
Yes, I agree with that. How does Denver lose this game right now?
I mean, they could, but it's not the likeliest of outcomes.
They would have.
Why are you trying to talk yourself into laying 800?
No, well, it's not 800. It's like a nickel. But they would have to not score a point, I think, in the second half in order to possibly lose this game. If they put up a touchdown, the game's over. They have to score a touchdown, basically.
Oh, Jay, put the Jaguars +170 money line on there too.
I don't think I have any more room.
Oh, okay.
Baltimore just scored.
Yeah, that's 35 passing yards right quick. I should have bet it for 10,000, bro.
There we go.
I should have bet it for 10,000.
Here we go.
Shut your mouth, Tyler.
I like it that Tyler's finally starting to get in on this teasing you. Sometimes I feel like I was the only one.
What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing?
Jesus Christ. I mean, Jay, do you have any idea how fun it is to listen to a guy that I've been talking sports with you for several years now. I've seen how you just go in week after week, win, week after week. So I really don't have any sympathy for you when you miss a bet. Every show, I'm such a fucking idiot. Why didn't I put 2,000 on that? Son of a bitch. It's like, dude, you won like 5K in the last 2 weeks, and you're mad about this one play. Come on, man. It's all fun.
Yeah, the Ravens do look like they're having fun out there. I agree with that.
How is this Buffalo game not at halftime yet? What the fuck? Is it at halftime yet, please? Please tell me it's at halftime.
Which game?
This Buffalo game, like you have one game that's already back from halftime. I mean, there's like 3 games back from halftime, and the Bills game just went to halftime. I mean, how can the Bills Dolphins be so high leverage and important that they gotta?
Yeah, they're at the half.
Of a Yankees. Yeah, they just went to the half. It's like they're playing at the pace of a Yankees Austin game.
Jay, your Jets are fucking up their draft stock.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why they're doing this, man.
What, winning? Because the players try and win, Jay.
Oh yeah, NASCAR. I think Kevin Harvick top 5 finish. You have to pay a juice, actually. He's like -$2. But he's finished in the top 5 at this track the last 5 years. I think Harvick and Martin Truex have a really good chance to win the championship today because they're the 2 best drivers out of the 4 at this track. I looked at final practice speeds. Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch had the fastest 10 consecutive lap average, but Harvick was really good on the long runs. He had the fastest laps 37 and 46. That means if they see green flag runs long today, he's going to be in a good spot. Let me check the prices.
I'm seeing 3-1 and plus 350 on
They're
Harvick.
all 4 of them are like 3-1.
They're all bunched up.
Ugh,
yeah, they're the best 4 drivers at the track. That's why.
Yeah, and then it goes all the way down to 8-1, and then it goes from 8-1 to 25-1.
It is unbelievable what the Broncos are doing, Vitalis. I agree with that.
I mean, yeah, I don't think it's unbelievable, but I'm just saying that to play devil's advocate. I think it's a little strange, yeah. I really can't disagree with you.
I got to hope NBA is good to me tonight. Because football ain't.
I don't
know. I don't know. I got that Jags Jets teaser. That's looking pretty decent at the moment. And then I got the Broncos money line. That's looking pretty decent. And then I just hit the Jags money line and the Cowboys.
I have one teaser that's looking all right, and that's the Buffalo Dallas. And everything else is looking like a loss.
You gotta come to me for your teasers, Tyler.
I mean, my teaser won.
I mean, don't think both need to be teased. They're
I don't see a real edge on this last NASCAR race of the year, man. I think like
They're starting to sharpen up.
You take 2 out of the 4 drivers and try to pick up a unit's worth of profit. Is probably or 2 units worth of profit. Is probably the way I would go. Which 2 out of the 4? That's the tough call.
So basically, you'd be taking it at even money is how it would work out.
Yeah. My gut says Kyle Busch or
LA to be plus 150.
Kyle Busch or Kevin Harvick, and you just hope that Denny Hamlin or Martin Truex don't beat you. That's probably the way that I would go. I'm actually not even going to bet the race. I don't even see enough value in it. It's a shame too because we did so good this year, but these prices are terrible.
Josh is asking about totals and size for the second half lines because you can't live bet them. Yeah, Josh, I liked the Cowboys second half team total over the 12.5. And let's look at this Bills Dolphins. I mean, you can get the Dolphins plus 3 on the second half. Is that worth a look, Jay?
Watson sacked again.
What was that, Ant?
You can get the Dolphins plus 3 on the second half. You can also get the Dolphins, Bills totals 21.5. I mean, do you think these teams get 22 points in the second half?
Probably, yeah.
Because that total of 21.5 is like, I don't know. It seems kind of tempting. I think the Bills probably get 14 by themselves at least. I mean, the Dolphins are scrappy, but the Bills' offense is, even though the Bills' offense is decidedly mediocre, they've been shitting all over the Dolphins' defense in this first half.
I think Fitzpatrick is probably good for 1 touchdown and then another touchdown going the wrong way. That's 2 touchdowns right there.
You think Allen's good for a touchdown?
Who knows?
Well, he's thrown for 2 already.
Yeah, he could be.
163 yards. That's pretty crazy for Allen to be doing.
The Colts have 1st and goal.
That's unfortunate.
Buccaneers just got a field goal.
Well, this Vikings game's about to kick off, or this Viking game second half starting.
This is a shitty day today, boy. Is ESPNU a good streaming app for college basketball? Do you mean ESPN Plus? ESPNU is a television channel.
Yeah, ESPN Plus is a good one. They have a lot of college basketball streaming on that, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely worth the $5 a month, Tony. Plus, you get all the UFC events other than the pay-per-view.
Well, now you could do the ESPN Plus and the Disney Plus package if you don't already have them.
That Broncos plus 9.5 looks pretty fucking good, Jukes.
Yeah. Even if they lose this game, they're covering the spread.
Looks pretty fucking good, buddy. Wow, Baltimore is making a statement these last 2 weeks.
Right? How did this Baltimore team lose to Cleveland?
They lost to Pittsburgh too.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Baltimore versus Pittsburgh is always a different animal.
Or no, wait. They beat us. I'm pretty sure. I can't fucking remember.
Wow. The Broncos come out and stop them. The Vikings are going to have to punt. Holy shit. I mean, well,
Yeah, they beat us in overtime. That was it.
they're going to punt, but they shouldn't punt. They have 4-1. They should definitely go for it. You know, they never, because the NFL coaches are pissed. Oh, but they are going for it. All right. Let's go. Let's go, Vikings. How about that? Did they stuff them?
Oh, Lamar Jackson's running all the way to the 20-yard line.
Bro, the Vikings just went for it on 4th and 1 on their own 45, and they got it. You know what they did? You're not going to believe this, Jason.
Quarterback sneak.
They did a quarterback sneak. They needed like a half a yard, and instead of going, hey, let's line the quarterback up 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, let's do a quarterback sneak. And then Kirk Cousins just drops a dime down there to Diggs for another 40-yard gain. So the Vikings got 1st and goal.
You mean that they weren't in a 5-wide set?
No, they were not in a 5-wide set in shotgun on 4th and a half yard. They quarterback sneaked it, got an easy 1st down, and then just dumped a 40-yard pass play to Diggs.
Quentin Nelson just ran a touchdown in for the Colts.
That's unfortunate.
And then he did a keg stand as a celebration.
That's funny.
Man, Lamar Jackson is ridiculous.
Someone just got hurt in that game.
Yeah, it's a Houston player down. The only problem I have with Lamar Jackson is I just don't think it's sustainable long term.
He's a lot bigger though than people like RG3 and
touchdown Vikings.
Here they come.
They show life.
Yep, they had 4th and a half yard. They got that, and then 2 plays later, boom, touchdown.
Who scored it? Dalvin Cook?
No, Smith. First
They
career.
threw it in. Irv Smith.
Yeah, first career touchdown reception is what it says. I wonder what his anytime touchdown prop was. Then must have been like pretty big if that's his first ever career touchdown. See, the Lions got 2nd and goal here, Jay.
Yeah, they just Dallas had a nice stop though on that play.
Yeah, touchdown. Touchdown Lions. This might be good for the Cowboys' second half team total because now the Cowboys are going to be like, "Whoa, we can't just run out the clock here. We got to go."
Yeah.
These Lions are not going away quietly in the night. They are.
Yeah, well, that's why we thought the 7.5 was a good spot, you know.
Yeah, well, I thought it was heavy, but I didn't take the Lions.
Let's go copping.
There was several different spots pregame that I kind of liked that I didn't take. The only thing I bet pregame was that teaser, but my other 3 bets have been, after stuff.
25 points through 10 minutes of the game are looking good in that Yale under, boys. Posted it on Twitter. Posted it on Twitter today. Watching the lines, watching the screens change colors, as Ramon would say, and yeehaw, we got on a good one. It's been a mixed. It's been a mixed day for me so far. Win one, lose one. Win one, lose one. So I'm really trying to get on a roll here. So see if that happens.
Shaft is being very optimistic for you, Jason. And Ken Peacock hit Lamar Jackson prop. Awesome to see that. Yeah, and Shaft wants the Vikings. Basically, a repeat of that Oklahoma Baylor game with this Vikings Broncos game.
Lamar Jackson has 150 passing yards already.
You need him to have what, like 35 more?
Yeah, with 8 minutes left in the third quarter.
That's decent.
Wisconsin's gonna hit. Wisconsin over's gonna hit. Nice. Let's go.
Another player down for Houston's defense.
Ooh, this is bad. All right. I'm going to go get something to drink.
What else is going on over there, Maxwell?
I'm just checking off games. Watching this North Dakota State Stony Brook game. Obviously, I'm on North Dakota State. Won the Illinois first half. Now I need UCF to come back in the second half. And the game going over, that's definitely a hit or miss right now with 59 points. Looking okay in this Arizona game. Got the under 138. Obviously, not liking seeing 43 points put up by Arizona, but I can live with it. Valparaiso's up by 2 with 7 minutes left in the first half for North Dakota. I'm on the under in that game. I got Valparaiso money also going. I got some games coming on the board now. It's just a matter of me now getting some streams on and watching as much as I can. I got this Wisconsin game that I'm gonna wait to end.
You see any props over there that you like, Tyler?
I'm doing my NBA ones right now.
There you go.
Here, I got so I can read off for everybody.
Yeah, then throw them in the chat when you're done.
I got Joel Embiid over 1.5 threes at plus 112. Evan Fournier over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists at minus 110. Aaron Gordon over 1.5 threes at plus 130. Kemba Walker over 25.5 points at plus 115. Kuzma over 2.5 threes at plus 132. Anthony Davis over 25.5 points at minus 112. The Warriors and the Pelicans under 227 at minus 117. And Denver, Memphis first half under 109 minus 110.
Would you bet your whole bankroll today, kid?
I'm just throwing it all out there. Trying to be like Max today.
Ricky Vaughn says, wow, Texans. Yeah, that about covers it. Wow, Ravens. Doug said that the Texans defense looks like a MASH unit. That's funny. Farshad says 49ers under 45. I agree with that play. Nuggets under 213.5.
I like that. I also like the under in the Philly-Cleveland game.
What's that at?
I think it was 216. Double check. 216.5.
Cowboys are up 3 and minus 750 on the money line. Jesus Christ. Texans are plus 22.5, and I wouldn't touch it. I agree. Man, if this Ravens defense comes back to form like the way they were a couple of years ago, it's lights out for the league.
Until they can figure out how to stop Lamar Jackson. Yep.
Yeah.
Big win for Wisconsin. Marquette comes in. Definitely is a talented team, but on this court, where they're wearing those red and white jerseys, hard team to beat. So, got a lot of respect for the effort from the Golden Eagles today, but got to move on to Robert Morris Davidson and then the Orlando Invitational. But I need some fucking Yale and Oklahoma State, but these mother cunts are messing with my life.
So, a lot
Marlon
of
Mack's out for
players,
the Colts.
a lot of players stepped up in Hap's absence, Max.
Yeah, I think so. I think that they got a deep team with Hap anyways. Last year, they had issues with him staying on the court. And they weren't even putting him on the floor in crunch time because he was liable to miss free throws at the line. So I understand why it is the way it is. But what I don't understand is why can't I find a fucking line?
Man, the Saints are putting it on Tampa today.
They're angry about last week.
And I actually thought that Tampa was a good look today. Man, I haven't been this off in the NFL for a week this year like I have this week. I think I was 61.5% in the NFL going into this week.
Yeah, we were both off today. I think I won one NFL bet.
Well, the NFL is the hardest sport to beat, so
Can't beat them every time.
Yeah, it's hard to maintain 60% in the league.
Shit, it's hard to maintain 52.5%. I love 60.
In the league where they pay
Watson just threw an interception.
for play. Bum 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
So, these games that come up in an hour, Jay, do you have any looks on the Niners versus Cardinals or the Bengals Raiders?
I like the under in the Cardinals game.
Do you like it because I'm going to pull that up now. So it's 44. Do you like the under because you don't think the Cardinals are going to contribute?
Actually, if I was going to bet a side, I would take the Cardinals. I just think it's going to be a low-scoring game. You still got no George Kittle, who is the most important piece of that 49er offense. Matt Breida is out. They're starting running back. Tevin Coleman is going to play, but he gets, he gets injured like twice a game. 49ers defense, a little banged up, but still good. I just don't think we're going to see a ton of points. I mean, they're coming in off a really physical game in which they played an entire quarter of overtime on 6 days rest. I think it sets up well for the Cardinals to cover the game, and I think it probably goes under. Which today that means lay it and take the over.
God, you're such a drama queen. Yeah, so like I do remember that game vividly, the Cardinal or the Seahawks Niners game, because you got me on all of the Deebo Samuel receiving props, and now I'm looking at it, and it looks like the books have adjusted because his has gone way up. I mean, I was able to get him
because Kittle is still hurt. Sanders is going to play. He got knocked out of that last game, remember? And Samuel was their number one target. But Sanders will play today. But he has a rib injury, and you know what that means. One good hit, and he could be right back out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So do you think – I'm looking at Samuel right now, Deebo Samuel on the 49ers. 52.5 yards and 4.5. Those are both.
What did you get him at? 2.5 or 3.5?
I got him at 2.5 in the Seahawks game, and I got him at 30. It was in the mid-30s.
Wow.
So they've adjusted huge on him in this game. That's why I'm like, is there any value in still taking him, even if he is going to be the number one guy? Because you're looking at an extra 2 receptions and an extra 20 yards on his props.
Yeah, well, he'll be the second option now, but he could end up being the first option by the middle of the game if Sander goes back out with an injury.
Touchdown Falcons 27-0.
That's game.
Jesus Christ. Wow. I don't know what to make of the Carolina Panthers, man. You know, some games like, man, this is sometimes you think they're a playoff team, and other times, like today, they look like the joke of the NFL. It's like, what are you getting from them? Why is Matt Patricia crying?
Literally?
Yeah, he had tears.
I don't know. Somebody just fired him mid-game.
I don't think he got fired mid-game.
I think he should have just read that scooter he had at the beginning of the year all season.
He should be fired mid-game.
Is he that bad? Is he?
Oh, he's a fucking lerp. He's a crumb.
What I don't get is how is it there's only 32 head coaching positions for the NFL? And so you would think the guys who have those 32 jobs on the entire planet would be the best of the best. But it still seems like over half of them are incompetent schlubs. Are we just underestimating how hard it is, or what's going on? I just don't get it.
I think that NFL ownership gives these guys too many years. That's what I think it is. Like Lovie Smith and Marvin Lewis. How is that guy the fucking head coach of the Bengals for 15 years, man?
I can explain that to you very easily because he was always around 500. He made the playoffs multiple times. No.
Yeah.
How many times? He was there 15 years. He made the playoffs 8 times? Something like that. Now, yes, he never won a playoff game. But before Marvin Lewis was the head coach of the Bengals, they weren't, bad. They were horrendous.
Look at how many years Jeff Fisher was the coach of the Titans and the Rams when he did dick.
Yeah, that's true. But
right?
Jeff Fisher and Marvin Lewis are two different things to me, though, because Marvin Lewis took over a team that was the Bengals were 4-12, 3-13 for a decade. They never even got to 500.
Yeah, they were a good regular season team under him, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shaq said, "Look at the Bengals. First year he's gone, worst team in the league."
There you go. Marvin Lewis. Yeah, I honestly understand why he had such a long leash with the Bengals because they were absolutely atrocious when he took them over. They were respectable when he was there. They never won a playoff
Yeah,
game, but
Fisher
they
made
didn't
it
get
to what?
embarrassed.
That one Super Bowl, right? With the Titans. That was what? Was that the second? That was the first Super Bowl in the Pats era, wasn't it? Like 2001. Look at how long he was a coach for, though.
It was 1999 when he took the Titans to that Super Bowl
All right, so 20
because they
years.
lost to the Rams. Remember, it was the greatest show on turf when the Rams came in, busted on the scene with Kurt Warner, and the Rams won that Super Bowl.
No, that was Dick.
Yeah, it was Dick Vermeil coached the
Yeah,
Rams,
no,
Yeah,
yeah, but
and Jeff Fisher
the,
coached the Titans.
right. It was
Jeff Fisher didn't take over the
2001.
Rams until like the mid 2000s.
It was 2001 when he made the Super Bowl with the against the Titans with the Titans.
No, Jeff Fisher made the Super Bowl with the Titans in 1999.
That was the Rams was their first Super Bowl.
Sweet. Dick Vermeil coached the Rams. Jeff Fisher coached the Titans. The Rams beat the Titans. You're getting confused because like 6 years later he took over the Rams.
Yeah, you're right.
But
I was
he
thinking
didn't
about
take-
the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah,
I was
Dick
thinking about
Vermeil-
when the you're right.
Yeah. Dick Vermeil retired after the 1990 season. Mike Martz took over the Rams, and then when Mike Martz got fired from the Rams, Jeff Fisher took over the Rams.
I don't know why I was thinking about the Tennessee Titans, but it was the Carolina Panthers that the Pats beat in one of those early Super Bowls.
Yeah, against John Fox.
Yes.
Yep.
That's what I mean. Who was the quarterback? Jake Delhomme? Like,
Yes.
how does Jake Delhomme get a team to the fucking Super Bowl?
I don't fucking know. How did
Did you take that? Did you take the Baltimore team total over it?
No, I didn't bet anything on the Baltimore game. I wanted to stay off of it, but it looks to me like that Baltimore team total over.
That was a winner. Yeah, I didn't bet it either. That was a good look.
Mm.
All right, it's 23-7 in this Vikings game. Broncos minus a nickel. I might have to drop a bomb soon.
I mean, at what point is there just not enough time?
That's what I'm saying. I might have to drop a bomb soon.
What do you got to drop on the Baltimore? Are you even able to make the money line bet on them?
Oh no, that's got to be like minus 6,000 or something. Minus 50K.
Minus 50K.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't even have enough money in your bankroll to win $100.
No. No.
You're like, no.
I can probably win about like $75.
You unload your entire bankroll on the Baltimore money line to win $75.
Yeah.
That doesn't. Yeah, that sounds fucking stupid.
Could you imagine Watson going on one of those magical comebacks?
I would have to first deposit the other half of my bankroll. I would have to put in another 20K in to win that $75.
You get like the phone call from the FBI, like, "Are you money laundering?"
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Like, you ever wonder, is that what people do when they bet those money lines, those minus 10,000 money lines? You know, like they put 10K up to win $80 or whatever. It's like, are they just money laundering? You know,
That's even out of my range.
yeah, I think that's out of everybody's range unless you're
I would
running
not.
a criminal enterprise.
I stop at a certain point. I'm not gonna bet 10 grand for 100.
Yeah, it's definitely out of my range. That's for sure.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and light this Jags money line on fire, and I think the Jags teaser is probably dead too.
I'm thinking about dropping 5 grand on Denver right now to pick up a quick G.
You call it a quick G. Yeah, but the problem is you're going to bet it, and then you're going to be ass clenching the entire time and quiet during the entire fourth quarter. And we'll be like, Jay, like, shut up. I got $5,000 on this.
I mean, they would have to get 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions just to tie the game.
I mean, well, the Vikings are on the Denver side of the field right now, so it's not exactly something I'm going to encourage you to bet at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, the Vikings could very well be a minute and a half of game time away from making it a 9-point game.
Wow, the Colts exploded in the second half.
Yeah, I'm fairly annoyed by that. I wouldn't say depressed because it's whatever, but I'm annoyed by that. Let's see. How about you just rooting my Broncos money line?
I might have to join you at some point.
Yeah, I mean the Vikings aren't going down quietly though. It looks like they're still trying. Although Kirk Cousins seemed to really want to throw an interception there, but the Vikings cornerback showed why he plays defensive back and not wide receiver when he.
Here comes Tampa Bay. 17 points they put up quick.
Yeah, the Bills are continuing to shit on the Dolphins. All right, we got a 27-21 game end of the third quarter. The Cowboys-Lions. The live line now.
They got how much time's left in the third quarter of that Tampa Bay game? They're putting up 2 more touchdowns in this game.
We got. It's still the third quarter is 1 minute and 22 seconds.
I bet you they go over that 57.5.
Well, what do you think of this one, Jay? Are they going over 61.5 in the Lions-Cowboys game? They got 48 now.
So what do you need? 2 touchdowns in the fourth?
Yeah.
It's possible, yeah.
I think that's very possible. I'm getting plus money on over 61.5. They're at 48. I'm getting plus money on over 61.5.
Yeah.
I'm taking it. I got to take it now before they take it off the board. Plus 110.
I kind of like that. I think we're going to see 2 more touchdowns in this Saints game. Let me see what the alternative total is. Over 49.5 is minus 1,200. Over 51.5 is minus 340. You don't like the Tampa Bay total over more than that Cowboys Lions total?
Well, I'm watching the Cowboys-Lions game, so I have a better feel for this game than I do that Tampa Bay game. And
they put up 17 in that third quarter. They put up 13 in the first, 14 in the second, 17 in the third. How did they not put up another 14? Another 7 each they got to be good for in this last quarter.
I mean, if you're going to go on it, I will with you. But I took that over 61.5 in the Cowboy game. I think we're getting 2 touchdowns in this game before it's all over. Driscoll's a fucking idiot. He could have ran for 5 yards, but instead He's like, no, I don't want to run for 5 yards. I want to throw an interception into the ground. Or I want to throw an incompletion into the ground.
Yeah, Joe, I was thinking the same thing. But I'm not watching that Dallas game.
Man, Driscoll just threw 2 stupid incompletions. So
that last one was like 3 feet in front of that guy's feet.
I mean, to be fair though, the Vikings offense, why did I say Vikings? The Lions offensive line didn't exactly help them here. As soon as the ball was snapped, you had 2 Cowboys in the backfield.
He had to run for his life.
Yeah, but on what I thought was egregious was the play before where he avoided a sack, rolled out of the pocket. He could have ran for like 4 yards, but instead he threw the ball 5 feet in front of the dude's feet.
They told him he can't run. Can't have him breaking his back next.
Might have been. I don't know. Maybe they did.
How safe is your Cowboys money line? I mean, it's a 6-point game, and Detroit's got the ball at midfield.
Well, Detroit's about to punt. No, Detroit just punted. Vikings got the ball back, or Cowboys got the ball back.
Vikings are going in to score.
Wow, the Vikings are going to come back and win this fucking game. Watch.
Why would you say things like that, Jay? Hurtful thing.
They're going to fuck everybody on their spreads, and they're going to come back and win this game.
They're going to fuck all you guys on the spread and fuck me on the money line?
Yep.
I mean, they just scored, so. $18 plays, 75-yard drive. They're going for 2 right now.
That'll cut it to 8. If they don't get it, though.
There's that Dalvin Cook touchdown I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, I know. I said it on Donnie's show.
They missed. They didn't get it. No good. 23-13. So it's still a 10-point game. They still got They still got 2 score. It's still a 2-score game.
We'll get overtime.
Am I the only one rooting for the Broncos here? Derek Edwardson said Broncos are choking like Baylor. Baylor had a 28-point lead, and I think the Sooners already had the lead again by this point. I think I'm the only one rooting for the Broncos because am I like the only person in the world who stayed off the Vikings pregame?
Well, I mean,
I teased
the
them down
Vikings.
to 3.
Oh, okay.
The Vikings spread is shot. They were laying 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't even win that.
I'm only rooting for Broncos because I took them on the money line when they went up.
Bucks to the 40.
Nico took the Broncos plus 10. That's going to be a winner, Nico. Congrats on that one. RKE has the Cowboys money line in a parlay. There's a nice catch by Cooper.
Denver minus 4.5 right now. I don't know, man. I don't know if I would feel good about that, Josh. I almost laid a bomb on that Denver money line, but something told me don't do it.
Laying minus 500 on a bad team. that what
Yeah.
told you don't do it? Well,
I mean, they're still up 10 with the ball.
yeah. Here, let me
In
look
the
at the Denver
quarter.
money line now. See what you can get. I mean, you can get him for minus 340 instead of trying to lay
they had.
$5,000. You could just lay $1,000 and pick up like 300.
I said they need a touchdown, one touchdown in the second half, and they couldn't lose.
You got a field goal in the second.
Yeah, I know. I need a touchdown, and the game's over. I didn't bet it, Tito, but I was going to bet over 57.5 live, which means that they would have needed 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Max, what's going on over there, buddy?
Just getting angry, yelling things at the TV that they can't hear. Just what I'm doing. I'm waiting for this fucking tennis match to end so they can put on what I really want to watch, which is UConn. But these fucking these tennis players that can't play on a team, so they play an individual sport because they're cucks. It's just pissing me off. And of course, if ESPN wasn't so fucking racist, I'd fucking have ESPN Plus right now.
How is ESPN racist?
Because they won't fucking sell me ESPN Plus.
Jay, Lamar Jackson's a 213 passing
They
yard.
own TSN. Why the fuck can't they? Oh, blackout region, regional shit. Jerk off on your face. Garbage. Get the ball, North Dakota State. You idiots.
Yeah, cash that.
If he hits that, I'll fucking snap. You cannot let them hit shots like that.
Jackson over 185.5 passing yards is a winner.
Beautiful Huskies. Go.
Ooh, yeah. There we go, Jay. Not too shabby. Let's see here. So, do you have an opinion on the game of the day?
What, the Raiders Bengals?
Yep, the Raiders Bengals, the game of the day. We got any opinions on that one, Jay?
No.
Don't
Stay
touch
away.
it. Baltimore just scored again.
They are taking a dump. They're doing a Cleveland steamer all over Bill O'Brien. Yeah, take that.
That 4.5 was like up here in confidence after the first quarter.
So,
and then that 4.5 was like down there after the second quarter.
you're not tempted to take the Bengals plus 12.5?
No.
I'll be right back.
Not with that quarterback.
It's 12.5 points in the NFL. Who the fuck are the Raiders to lay 12.5 points?
And if there's anything you want to talk about, Jay's gone for a minute, so you can bring it up. Hillary Clinton being a cunt and fucking taking money from all the fucking huge freaking corporations that just want to make Americans suffer and decrease their freaking quality of life. Yeah, that's what your Democratic Party wants to do.
I don't know, Max. I'm not really interested in talking too much shit about the Clintons because I don't need to have 3 bullet holes in the back of my head in my suicide.
Fair enough. Oh my God, those Clintons.
Hey, look at the chat.
But I mean, I will go ahead and say this. Epstein did not kill himself.
Yeah, I hope he didn't kill himself. I hope someone got the pleasure of killing him.
He's still
Well, could
alive.
we have waited until after he testified again? I mean, dude, you have like 2 former presidents and the Queen of England's son were connected to this guy. He didn't kill himself. You have a former president, a current president, a member of the royal family. I mean, come on. Come on. That wasn't suicide. They're like, oh, gee, he just happened to break his neck and back in 5 different places before he hung himself. Wink, wink, wink.
The surveillance footage from that area just happened to be destroyed. We just lost it. We don't know what happened to it. The camera just shut off.
Yeah, it's like the most blatant murder that's just out there for everyone to see, and they really expect. Like the media still plays it off like, to Jeffrey Epstein's apparent suicide. Apparent to whom? Who is it apparently apparent? No, that was not apparently a suicide at all. Fuck you, CNN. Fuck you, MSNBC.
That's like
fuck
me
you,
saying,
Fox News. That is not an apparent suicide.
That's like me saying, apparently I ate a donut, we know I ate a donut.
Yeah.
There was no way I didn't eat a donut.
Yeah, no, he was suicided. He was
eliminated. He was terminated.
You had the Queen of England, Donald Trump, and Bill Clinton all on three-way, right? All on a three-way speakerphone going, yeah, we're taking him out, right? Yep, yeah, we're taking him out.
We're splitting him like a peach, and we're taking his ass out. Let's go. Chicken tenders are on the menu for dinner, boys. Let's take care of business. Let's go eat. You know that was a conversation.
Ron Lofton says, F politics, move on. I'm not really sure how this is politics, guys.
We're talking about conspiracy theory, actually.
It's
and
conspiracy theory and international government corruption at the highest levels. It's not exactly a political discussion.
Yeah, and
it's a fucking movie in the waiting. But anyways,
we lost Max.
Back to sports. Uh-oh, they came after him.
We lost him. Oh, no. He's back.
Okay, he's back. Phew. Oh, for a second, I thought the Clintons got him.
I opened up a second studio. No, I opened up a second one.
Back to actual sports. Seriously, though, who the fuck are the Oakland Raiders to lay 12.5 points? I mean, I get it. The Bengals suck, blah, 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 blah. 12.5, though? Doesn't that seem very heavy?
I mean, it is, but I don't even know what that Bengals quarterback name is anymore. Was it like Ryan Finley or something?
Yeah, but, everybody and their mother was, riding the cock of the Vikings going into this fucking game, going, oh, yeah, the Vikings this and the Vikings that. Who the hell is this guy quarterbacking the Broncos? And now look at this game. I mean...
Vikings just scored 23-20.
Well, yeah, they just scored, but they ain't going to cover. It was 10. They're laying 10.
I've teased them on the 3, so...
Shaft says
I got a chance.
Shaft says he would probably take the Jets -12 against the Bengals. I don't know,
Josh Jacobs is going to run all over this Bengals defense.
I don't know. I mean, maybe not take the Bengals plus 12.5, but I can't lay the 12.5. Is that a fair way of looking at this game?
Yeah, I'm not touching that game at all. But
what about the over 48 though?
No, I'm not touching it. If I'm touching that game, I'm taking Josh Jacobs props.
Well, when you put it like that, let's go look at what his props are. Let's see. Oh, they're insane. 97 yards. Are you kidding me? I'm not betting over 97 yards on a running back.
What's his attempts?
I never have those props. You have to look that up at your book. Wow, the Vikings came all the way the fuck back.
They said, "Oh shit, we're playing football today. We got to wake up."
How the Broncos give up 3 touchdowns in 20 minutes of game time?
Josh Jacobs is minus 200 to score a touchdown. So that's
Yeah,
not the line, though.
that seems pricey.
His rush attempts are 20.5 at minus 112.
That's a lot too. I mean,
Let me see how many rushing attempts he's had in his past couple of weeks.
Yeah, but 20.5 is a lot of is a really high number for rushing attempt prop. Normally you want that shit down to like the 17.5 range.
Yeah, but they feed him the ball so much.
Yeah, but I mean, you're asking. I mean, I'm not talking. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you.
He's only went over that number 4 times this year, so yeah, I probably won't touch that attempts.
Yeah, that's too high.
His last 4 games: 21, 15, 28, 16.
Yeah, I mean that's too far. That's too all over the map to want to touch, huh?
His yards 124, 66, 120, and 71.
Yeah, again, they put at 97.
So that if I'm betting him, I'm live betting him.
Man, you guys are so lucky. You got live player props. I cannot bet live player props.
The Jets are going to score again because Haskins just threw an interception like right on the goal line.
Yeah, Jacksonville's fucking up my teaser here. I mean, Jacksonville just came out in the second half completely flat. The Indianapolis just shitting all over them in the second half. It was a 10-7 game, and now it's 31-7.
That 39.5 you were talking about in the Ravens game earlier?
Yeah, the Ravens are going to – it went over.
Yep.
All you needed was the Texans to contribute finally, and they did.
Hey, Rebecca, I gotta grab some food out the oven.
Is there – oh, the Viking or the Cowboys look like they're finally going to go in. But they got 3rd and 8. I want a touchdown here. And oh, there we go. Zeke in for the touchdown. There we go. All right, let's go Cowboys. So I'm going to need another touchdown from the Lions then to get this live over.
Why are you not passing it?
Tito wants to know, are those birds chirping or Max whistling? Zeke is eating. Oh, dang. Hey, Max, how's that under in the Florida game looking?
The over looking bad.
Oh, the over.
Yeah, there's only 28 points scored. So, yep. Swing and miss, swing and sometimes hit.
Yeah, that Vikings money line is now the Vikings are the favorite. You could have gotten them like plus 700 earlier. At halftime, I think they were like huge plus money. Now the Vikings are minus 170.
Were you talking to me?
No, I'm just like looking at the Vikings money line now. The Vikings are now minus 170. And the we got a 2-point conversion from the Cowboys here.
Were they losing? Or is that
No.
just to ensure they're...
No, it puts them up by 12, I think. No, it puts them up 14. 35-21.
Let's see how bad my fantasy teams are losing.
I haven't even looked at my fantasy team.
Oh, I'm winning one by 6 points. And
What if I told
winning
you,
the other by 3 points.
What if I told you that nobody cared about your fantasy team?
I got to win something today, Ant.
I hear that all the time, though, because everyone, I'll be at like work and be like, oh, my fantasy this and my fantasy that. And I'm just like, no one cares. Let's see.
Oh, Broncos quarterback going deep. He's got a guy wide open.
Yeah, let's get a score here from the Broncos.
Falcons are going to score again.
Yeah. Fuck the Panthers. Oh. Looked like Freeman got tackled by the neck there, though. Surprised they didn't throw a flag on that. You could sneeze on a quarterback and they'll throw a flag, but apparently you can tackle running backs by the neck and no one gives a shit.
Yep. You could murder those guys.
That doesn't seem very fair. That was a terrible play there by the Broncos. 2nd and 7 here.
Motherfucking Gators. I'll fucking eat you for dinner, steak bitch.
Miami's still hanging around, though, for I think everybody who took the Miami, they're hanging around to where you guys can get this backdoor cover.
Dude, fucking go fuck themselves.
Flag on that Atlanta touchdown. They're going to bring that back for holding.
Fuck, this Illinois State game's gonna be good. Let's go, Bison. Hit a 3, you pieces of dirt.
They have a 3rd and 7 and they ran the ball. That seems awfully peculiar. The Broncos, so now they got 4th and 3. They're going to kick a field goal here.
Wow, touchdown.
He passed up on a night. It looked like he had a nice hold there, and he tried to go outside instead of going inside through that hole. I would have first down if he went through that hole. Giggity. 43-yard field goal attempt from McManus. Let's see if the Broncos can get it. He missed it. Not even close. Fucking missed it. Wow, I'm glad Jay didn't lay that minus 500 bomb on the Broncos. They are going to shit this game away.
Thanks, baby.
Jay, how much are you clicking your heels that you didn't take that minus 500 money line bomb on the Broncos?
Yep. And yep.
I mean, they are fixing to poop this game completely away.
What's the price right now on the Vikings money line?
Oh, it was
Minus 170 last time I had checked.
yeah, it's probably going to be higher. It's probably minus 200 now, maybe.
They got 8 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's a little steep laying on team losing the game though. I'm not really in the business of laying $2 on a team that's losing.
Yeah, it's fair.
That
Do we think Detroit scores?
I hope so. That'll get me the second half, or that would give me the live over 61.5 that I took. I want Detroit to get a touchdown, and then the Cowboys to come down and kick a field goal, and I'll sweep my 2 bets on the game.
Baltimore
How
just
much?
doesn't stop, do they?
No, they aren't.
41-7.
Wow. Why didn't we bet that live over again, Jason?
I didn't think that they were going to put up a 40 spot.
I don't really blame you for not thinking that. It's kind of hard to. Man.
The Bills just scored a touchdown.
Especially after they were scoreless after the first quarter and they put up 40 anyways. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Oh, you missed the conversation, Jay. Like your screen went black for 3 seconds before Max brought it up.
Yeah, I did. I was like, as soon as Jay leaves, we're talking about stuff we shouldn't be.
I think Max brought it up so fucking fast. I'm pretty sure he was literally just waiting for you to leave.
I was. I knew what I was doing. I knew.
Well, there goes Dalvin Cook for like 20 yards.
Max is like, ooh, Jay's gone.
When the dad is gone, the kids will play.
He's like, Jay's gone. Anthony, didn't the Clintons kill Epstein? I'm like,
and he's the only dad amongst us, so like, we could be immature. He has to be responsible.
Oh man!
Sort of like Dartmouth's being responsible for slapping UMass Lowell in the face right now. It's a dirty ass win.
Oh man, the Vikings are minus 250 now. Holy shit! The Vikings are minus 250, and the total is 49.5, minus 200 on the over.
All right, I pushed on New Orleans first half plus 10, so that was a waste of fucking time and energy.
A lot of blowouts in these early games. Like seriously, other than this Broncos Vikings game, every game is 2 scores at least. Let's see. Viper says all these kickers suck. Yeah, is it just my imagination? I mean, Ramon will probably have a fake news report that could let us know later on. But is it just me, or ever since they moved that the extra points,
the kicker started to suck more?
Yeah, it's like
were good before that.
Yeah, it just seems to me like ever since the extra points were no longer automatic, that maybe everything just started getting into their head, and now they're just shaking all kinds of stupid shit.
Touchdown Vikings.
Wow, are you serious?
Yep.
Well, I mean, at this point, don't we just want the Vikings to cover the 10 and bail everyone out?
Oh, yeah, right.
I mean, is it possible for them to cover the 10 after being down 20-0 at halftime?
As easily as they're scoring, I mean, they could definitely get the ball back and score again.
Huh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They can cover. They're up 20. They're going to go up 27-23. I mean, 6 minutes left in the game.
Maybe Denver
Wow.
throws a pick six.
Or maybe Denver just has a 6-minute drive to end the game with the last second touchdown, and I get my money line.
Could you imagine being that Denver fan in that arena right now, and you gave the guy next to you shit all game because you were winning, and now he's just yelling in your ear?
Last 5 seasons, including playoffs, teams are 0-99 when trailing by 20 or more points at halftime.
Wow.
Yeah, but they had to knock it down to the last 5 seasons because it was literally 6 years ago when the Colts came back from being down 28 in the third quarter to the Chiefs and won that game. I remember that game vividly because I trolled my sister mercilessly for actually, I still troll my sister over that. It's really easy to troll her about the Chiefs. There's still time for your Dolphins to backdoor this game, Jay.
Yeah.
They're driving. They can get a touchdown here, a stop and another touchdown. Boom, there you go. Probably should have just took that second half over. Hold on, I'm going to text my buddy who's a big Broncos fan because he texted me about 45 minutes ago laughing about how they're winning. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on. Spoke too soon. Get it. Send. There we go.
Pick six Saints.
So they got the Jameis special.
Detroit got a touchdown yet?
Did they? Hold on, let me see.
They got 60. Over 60.
Oh, yeah, they must. Yeah, they're going for a 2-point conversion right now.
And cash that.
So 35 plus 27. That's 62, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, woohoo!
There we go.
Did every play on the bottom cash?
Not that Broncos money line.
I don't know, but that was plus 110 too. That over 61.5. So that I got plus money on that. I just need the Cowboys to get like a field goal or something to catch their second half team total.
Did Dallas go over 12.5? In the second half?
Did who?
No, they have 11.
No, Dallas has 11. I need like a field goal for them to go over 12.5 in the second half.
Oh, okay.
But your Lamar Jackson hit, and then I don't think that my Broncos money line is going to win at this point.
He just got sacked. It's 3rd and 13.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate predicament for the Broncos right now. Wow, and they convert it. They converted on a screen to Freeman. Or like a little swing pass. Wow.
They made that little move, made that first guy miss.
Am I going to be alone and rooting for the Broncos here?
Probably.
Well, I mean, like, I don't think anybody tailed that Broncos money line because everybody had the fucking Vikings on before the game started. But whatever, I mean, minus 150 on a team that's up by 13 points, you kind of got to just take it. Juke says Kirk Cousins is going to be roasted alive if they lose this game. Yeah, I mean, like, if my Broncos money line loses, then Minnesota needs to just cover the spread. You know what I mean? That way, like, not everybody fucking takes a bath on the game.
Yeah.
Minnesota wins by 3 points or whatever, then we all just lose. Oh, wow. Big run by the Broncos here. About 20-yard or 15-yard gain. Might come back, though. There's a flag. They'll probably call holding on it. Yeah, it's going to be a holding call on the Broncos. Probably why he was able to swing out for 15 yards there. Luke wants to know the plays for the next slate of games, Jay, especially since I think they're about to start. I mean, we kind of touched on them a bit. You don't like anything in the Niners-Cardinals game?
No. I kind of like the under in the 49er game, but I don't really like anything in that game. I don't really like anything in the Raiders game. I was going to bet Josh Jacobs over totals, but I looked and they're a little too high.
Yeah, that's what me and Tyler were just talking about. I mean, it's at like 97 yards. It's kind of crazy. And then his rushing attempts, Tyler wanted to look at his rushing attempts as 20.5, which is insane.
Yeah, no. The Eagles game is a 4:00 game, right?
Yeah, but my question for you, Jay, though, on this is, and I kind of floated this out there, but isn't this one of those points where you just want to hold your nose and take the points with the Bengals?
The Cowboys probably just lost Collins, their offensive lineman.
Oh, that ain't good. 12.5 is so many points. But I mean, I get it. The Bengals
I'm not looking to lay it. The Raiders are a surprise this year, definitely. I think they're much better than I thought they were, but they're not at the point yet where you could lay 13 with them or whatever the line is. And I'm not looking to take no amount of points is safe with the Bengals, so I'm not looking to take the Bengals really either. So
what about the total?
Which is what?
48.5.
Yeah, I lean under.
You don't think the Bengals contributed enough to get it over 48?
Right.
And the Eagles-Pats game, I mean, I want to just say, how do you not just take those points with the Eagles at home? You're getting 4.5 right now. I mean, do the Pats probably win? I mean, well, the Pats are the better team. I'm not going to deny that. But, I mean, you're at home. You're getting more than a field goal.
I just think the best bet is just to stay away from the side in total and focus on the props.
I mean, Tom Brady's yardage prop is almost 3. It's like 295. That's a really high total there.
Yeah, well, that's why listening to the number that they set for him, it's because of that god-awful secondary, and that makes my Edelman props sound even better.
Wow, the Broncos just converted a 4th and 6.
They're just not going away in this game.
They had 4th and 1, false start, 4th and 6, and they convert. Indianapolis just did a pick to the house on a 2-point conversion, so they're that game's blowout, 33-13.
I'm on Edelman over 6.5 receptions and over 72 or 71 yards.
The Edelman reception prop now is juiced to the tits, man.
Yeah, I can always buy off of it because I could live bet too. But I just can't see how he doesn't with that secondary and how fast that Tom Brady on average gets the ball out of his hands. I just don't see a scenario in which Edelman doesn't have a huge day.
Oh, I don't disagree with you, especially when you look at how many targets he's been getting.
Right.
But I'm looking at minus 150 now on his over.
He's got
And I
40, 49 attempts the last 4 games. I mean, targets.
Yeah, I mean, I think he gets over the 6.5. I'm not going to disagree with you there. I'm just looking at the juice that I got to lay in order to bet it, and I just don't think it for the juice that I'm getting. I mean, if you're probably getting a much better number than I am, but at minus 150, to me, it's not worth taking.
I got it at
But
plus 108.
yeah, you see, that's like a ridiculous difference. I mean, if I could get it at all the way down to like say minus 115, I would still bet it. But at minus 150, I just have to completely pass.
Yeah.
Seth Modius says 31 or 33-10 New England.
Yeah, I think New England gets margin here. All that time to prepare. Belichick off the bye.
Tennis says just tease the Eagles up and the Raiders down. I'm not teasing a 12.5 point spread. Those aren't really the spreads I'm looking to tease. I'm also don't look to tease 4.5 point spreads either. I need to on the teasers that I bet, I need to cross the 3 and the 7. If it doesn't cross the 7, then I'm not teasing it. The Lions got the ball back. 2nd and 5. How about that?
What happened in the Denver game?
Oh, big play too by the Lions. 25-yard pass. The Lions are at midfield with 3 minutes left. There's a flag.
It's 3rd and 6 on Minnesota's 30.
Wow.
Everybody's doing the skull clap.
Wow, I got Edelman 2 hours ago at 6.5 plus 108, and he's 6.5 minus 155. That's called. That's how you beat a fucking line move.
Yeah, I mean, I told you he was minus 150. Yeah, the juice on these player props moves pretty quickly, Jay.
So UCF ended up coming back and winning 67-65. Anybody who had the under is a winner, depending on the number that you got. I lost. I had 133, landed on 132. So 2-1 on that game. Can't complain. Hit a plus 120 money line in the first half of the Illinois State. Hit a minus 110. Pays for that. Boom, boom, boom. I'm on to the next game. Valparaiso looks like they're going to blow it up.
How bad are the Redskins that they get blown out by the fucking Jets?
The Redskins are bad.
Very bad.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, they're very bad. That's all you need to say about it. They're bad at
and
playing football.
The stadium is empty. Now, granted, it's a blowout in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes left, so I'm sure half the people have left already. But that's an empty stadium. I like to live in an NFL city with a terrible team. I could probably get in for cheap. I either need like a pick six from the Cowboys here or the Lions to get a touchdown and tie it up. and we get overtime, so that way I can sweep my bets on this game. I need the Cowboys to get 2 more points to get their second half team total.
And Edelman overs have been good to us. The last one that I hit when we were on one of the primetime games, he didn't have a catch in the first quarter and still finished with 11.
Well, so didn't he catch like 6 on one drive?
Yeah, he didn't have one. That was another time. He didn't have one the last time, I don't think, in the first quarter, and he finished with 10 or 11. So, I mean, I bet that pretty big. I bet that I bet about 1,000 on him to win 1,080.
Jukes had the over in the Redskins game. Not bad. RKE says Nebraska football experience is probably better than 30% of the NFL, if not more. I'm going to say any big college football program football experience is probably better than a lot of the NFL. I've been to NFL games. I've been to big program college football games, and the NFL is much more sterilized. The stadiums are better. I'll admit that. The seating's better. You get your own seats. That's kind of nice because most college stadiums still have bleachers. But the atmosphere in almost any big college game, not like a fucking MAC game, but the college schools that have 80, 90 to 100,000, that's always a better experience than NFL.
I saw people yesterday tweeting out Navy +7 when the fucking line opened at 10.
Really?
And they lost by 32?
People are fucked up.
No,
man.
it's not. It's not. That's not his point, Tyler. His point is the line opened at 7, and on game day, people were tweeting out that their play was Navy, or the line opened at 10, and people are tweeting out that they took Navy at 7.5.
Yeah, it moved 3 points.
Yeah, you're taking 3 points worse of the number, and then you're bragging about it. That's what Jay's. That's what Jay's saying. The Lions just punted with 2 minutes left in the game.
On what? 4th and what?
Does it matter? They don't have 3 timeouts. They have 2. They just punted with 2 minutes left in the game. 1 first down, the game's over. Like, how bad are these coaches? Is the odds of you winning the game better by punting with 2 minutes left than it is with you going for it on like a 4th and 7?
It was 4th and 26.
Oh, okay. There you go. I wasn't paying attention to down.
That's why.
Okay, I stand corrected.
Why I asked.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. They could have gotten a big bomb. Okay, 4th and 26. That makes a difference. It's still just so fucking. I mean, they're going to lose no matter what. I mean, you're still just in a shithole situation.
Wow, this is a big. Oh, they didn't get it on. Did they get it on 4th and 6?
Yeah,
Who, the Broncos?
They're reviewing it right now. I think.
Oh,
he got it.
wow.
Who, the Broncos?
Yeah.
Oh, they got the first down.
Wow.
They're not reviewing nothing. They already got a first down.
I said they only need to get 1 touchdown in the second half, right? Imagine it's going to come in the last minute when Minnesota comes all the way back.
Well, we'll see. If they get a touchdown here, the Minnesota still has time.
Yeah, you're right. They would only need a field goal to tie the game.
Yeah. I mean, the Broncos got 1 timeout. They got a 2nd and 5 right now. They just gave the ball to Lindsey. He ran up the middle for about 5, so they're on the 19.
They gotta not only do they have to get in, they can't leave them with much time.
Now their defense has been bad. They're going to have 3rd and 5 here. They went for the end zone there, but wasn't a very good play. So we're going to have 3rd and 5.
Ronnie said I should have stuck to my picks today. Did way too much tailing. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, Ronnie, it's probably always best for you to stick with your picks, man. If if you're set with your conviction.
So we got big 3rd and 5 here. They're in the 5 wide set. And that should get them a first down. Oh, that's a shit spot. That is a shit spot. They're going to make him 4th and inches. I think he got the first down. Nah, maybe not. They're not challenging. So they got a 4th and 1 with 30 seconds left. I'm surprised they don't use their timeout here. Wow, they are using their timeout. So this is this kind of goes to go back to how many times have we seen things like this, Jay? They literally wasted 20 fucking seconds. They wasted 20 seconds.
How much time is left? How much time is left?
33 seconds.
And where are they?
No, they're on the 15 with like a 4th and 1. But my point is, they called timeout with 33 seconds left. So the play was over with like 50 seconds left. They waited like 17 fucking seconds to call timeout. Either run the play or call timeout immediately. What are you doing? And this is not just the Broncos. It's like, why is every fucking coach in the NFL a goddamn retard when it comes to in-the-game clock management? Like, none of them – it's like, oh, gee, I could write up these X's and these O's and write game plan scripts. But when it comes to doing math on how many plays they have left and how many timeouts they have and how much time's left in the game, it's like, I don't know. I don't get it. Fucking idiots. Now look at that. The Broncos have the ball on like that. They get the first down, but now they can barely. They got to. What are you doing? Oh my God, I'm getting mad at the Broncos right now.
Wow, they're at the 4-yard line. They're gonna spike it, right, and have 2 plays, I guess.
No, Minnesota calls timeout with 10 seconds left. Like Minnesota just, Jesus Christ, this is infuriating. It's like there's no plan.
Wow, why did they let the clock go down? You know what? Now you know what? Because they did that now, right? They have to throw the ball twice. If they would have had an extra 17 seconds, so they would have been able to run the ball if they wanted to on 1 down and thrown the ball on the other. Now they're going to have to throw the ball twice.
RKE says this would be the most Minnesota way to lose. Yeah, I'm just looking at this game. I'm just dumbfounded in every facet of this game right now. I mean, this clock management is so fucking bad. Like, how does a 12-year-old who plays Madden understand in-the-game clock management better than every single head coach in the NFL? Can someone explain that to me?
I got nothing.
I mean, do you disagree with that statement?
No.
Minnesota, by the way, got away with pass interference or illegal hands to the face, something there. That should have been called.
So you got 1 play?
And they got 6 seconds.
Yeah, you basically got, well, maybe you might have 2 plays if it's incomplete.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Last play of the game. They got 2 seconds left. Last play of the game. Cards got a touchdown. Looks like.
They're going to get a third shot at this.
Yeah, they're going to get somehow. They're going to have 3 shots at the end zone, despite all that shitty clock management. They'll have 3 shots at the end zone with less than when the game had 10 seconds left.
Wow.
Honestly, though, that first shot at the end zone, that was the Vikings got away with like a pass interference or hands to the face, something there. Vikings got away with the penalty.
Cards are live to win that game, I'm telling you.
And incomplete. And it looks like it was the second pass interference call in the end zone the Vikings got away with at the end of that game. God. So we all get fucked. This Vikings Broncos game took everybody to the cleaners, didn't it?
Wow.
Yep. I mean, I don't understand though. Like, does pass interference not become a thing? Holy shit. He held onto his jersey. Is that not pass interference, Jason?
Aren't they allowed so much contact within the first 5 yards?
Yeah.
That's why.
I mean, the ball was on the floor and that happened. I don't get it. I mean, are they able to challenge this? Is this a booth review? I mean, they're showing replay after replay as if the game's not over, but they still showing that the game's over.
I mean, you can call that last play. You can call pass interference either way, because that tight end pushed off.
I mean, I don't like
that dude grabbed his jersey, so I mean, could have threw it either way.
I don't like your analysis there, Tyler.
Anybody that tailed my cow son over that I posted on Twitter, we got 29 points through 5 minutes. I'm watching a lot of games right now. I'm watching Mississippi State and New Orleans, Idaho State and Washington State, Idaho and Arkansas State, UConn and Florida, Dartmouth and UMass Lowell, Richmond, Cal Sun, Yale, Oklahoma State, and St. Louis and Seton Hall. That's why I'm turning around a lot.
Well, that was an exciting finish to the game. You have to admit that.
Made the game fun.
All right, we're going to get out of here. All the 1 o'clock games are done. Everybody, good luck on your 4 o'clock games. We will be back at 7 o'clock for some Sunday night football between the Rams and the Bears.
Fun.
You got any looks before we leave on the Rams-Bears game?
Upper is Ant.
What'd you say?
Am I breaking up or is Ant breaking up?
He asked you that question and then left. Or his internet ran out or something. I don't know.
All right, can you guys hear me?
You're breaking up pretty bad. I hear you now, though.
All right, you can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we're out. We'll be back at 7 o'clock, boys. Good luck with your wagers. Check us out 7 o'clock tonight for the Bears and the Rams. We're back after this.